All right, what is going on today, everyone? This is another AEW podcast. That's not the working. That's it's a working title, not the actual title. This is our first podcast for AEW Dynamite and Collision from this past Wednesday, and Fairway to Hell from today. That was the 1 hour special for Collision that just happened. We're gonna be talking about the match card from Wednesday and Saturday, along with storylines that's been going on in AEW recently, and just really anything really AEW related. This will be us testing the waters because we've both been wanting to do a podcast for a while, and we just figured might as well start today, and hopefully things work out. The AEW is great. Like it's my favorite pro wrestling company in the world. It's nothing really like it. Every week I can like very happily look forward to watching AEW every week because there's always going to be something that I'm actually going to like, and it's something that I'm never going to be bored with, unless it's a certain like. Unfortunately, Jericho, I'm kind of bored with his stuff.
Ooh. I mean, I agree. The thing I love about AEW is I feel like I'm getting like fucking all in main events. Like
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
on Dynamite, I'm like, bro,
Hmm.
this is
They
crazy.
don't have any what is it called? They don't have any restrictions
Yeah,
keeping them from putting on the best show that they can put on. Like when I was watching WWE from like 2010 to 2020, most of their matches are just really short matches, DQ, countouts, and at the time when I was watching, I was like, what is the purpose? So usually it was just background noise, and AEW, I don't think I've ever had it on as a background noise ever. It's something that I've always
yeah,
you have to pay attention to every single thing that happens in these matches, and or else you're gonna miss something, and then
yeah.
be like, oh, this happened, and they're calling it back in this match, or they're calling it back in this promo, and that's why AEW is really special because every little thing, every little detail is very important. Uh, from someone getting dumped on their head, and then them trying to call it back in another match, and then it doesn't happen in that match because it happened in the other match, and that's just what AEW does. They do
Yeah.
a lot of storytelling like techniques, and in the ring, outside the ring, on the mic. They do it. They call back a lot of stuff that you have to really pay attention to. So
Also, not even just AEW stuff, but like indie stuff and
yeah, true,
New
true, true, true,
Japan. You
true.
gotta know about.
Hmm. True.
That's a
Like there is no barriers. Like like whatever happens in AEW isn't. That's not the most important thing. Anything in the wrestling world that's important to these
Yeah.
wrestlers and their stories. So
But I think opposed to like WWE, people are allowed to come to AEW being them, right? Like WWE is like you gotta
you have to recreate.
kind of forget everything.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah,
they recreate people in their image, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, but yeah, we're gonna be talking. What's the first thing that happened? Well, okay, the first thing that happened in
it
the
was
show. Let me just talk about Ted Turner real quick. So Ted Turner, he was basically the pioneer of the Turner Broadcasting Network. Uh, Very important to pro wrestling on uh the Turner networks. Brought in WCW pretty early on. Basically was a challenger brand to WWF at the time. And then brought back wrestling in AEW. I don't know how much hands on he was at the time when AEW first came on, but Tony Khan was a big believer in like Tony Khan is a very like he's a wrestling nerd. He's a historian,
yeah,
and he knows that having AEW on a Turner Turner network is very important to pro wrestling. And Tony Khan does his like he has his like his what is it called when he does what is it called?
it's booking.
No, not his book. Not his book.
Oh,
It's his
okay.
oh my gosh, like something that you like a holiday, like what is it called?
A
Like something
tradition?
that tradition. That's what it's called. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has a thank you. He has a tradition with AEW stuff now, or he did for a while, where he would always run the same venues for the same events every year. He's like sort of changed that up now because like the pay per views used to always be in the same arena, but now they're in different arenas and stuff. But I'm sure that was like a mindset he had from like AEW being on Turner and wanting to have the same things happening year by year for
Yeah.
a
Plus,
while.
too, I feel like the set design too. He did like
Yeah.
the
Hmm.
was that WCW where they did the ramp would connect
Uh
to
huh.
the ring and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I don't
Like
know where it
I feel like
originated, but yeah, WCW did do that too. Yeah.
yeah. Or you know that Darby and Pac match.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Bash at the Beach where
Yeah.
they were going out in the sand. That's what that reminded me
Yeah,
of
that was a
like
really
the
those are some really cool spots. I like those spots
yeah.
when I think Darby kicked Pac into the sand, or what is it called, the pit, or the I forget what it's called.
I don't
I
know
don't know
nothing
baseball
about golf.
terms. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know baseball terms, but they kicked him into the sand pit, and then Pac suplexed him, German suplex in the Darby. I
Yeah,
think it was, yeah, into the sand, and Darby hit the code red into the sand. It's pretty cool. Some pretty cool creative spots. I think that was the only
the
match that
fucking
had that in the tonight.
yeah.
That was pretty cool.
What was that? With that I thought the entrances were cool,
Hmm.
but why were you having people stand there? What was that? Like what? Like were they just watching the screen? Like I
I
was
don't
like,
know. I don't know how they. I don't know what they thought about how they set up the arena like that, or like the entranceway and stuff like that, because it was like a corridor, and then it came around, and then there was
yeah,
people. I don't know. It was really weirdly set up, because I didn't know how it was gonna
yeah.
look, because
I
I
I
didn't.
mean I liked it for the most
It
part,
was
but
it
I
was
just felt like
unique.
that. Yeah, I think if this is I wouldn't mind them running it again,
Hmm.
but I like the standing. I thought was fine
Uh-huh.
because like I for like people who don't go to indie shows, I
Uh-oh. You still there? Gaddock, you still there? Uh-oh.
feel like standing up and then what happened?
You froze for a while. I
Oh
think you're
shit.
good now. You're good now. But what'd you say?
Okay. So you had the people standing, and I was like, this is a little weird,
Uh-huh.
but I'm like, I when I go to indie shows, I buy like standing tickets. So
Mm.
like I was like, I guess I could so, but I think what kind of the little weird thing, which I don't know if I don't know how to feel about it, but you had the people standing and then nothing behind them.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
that was a little weird. Yeah,
Maybe they didn't think it through too much, or maybe they figured it was only gonna be an hour, so they did the best they could with what they had. They probably weren't allowed to
yeah,
put too much there, because it's a golf course, so couldn't really do much with that. I don't know. I didn't even notice that they were standing the whole time. I didn't even notice. Maybe I wasn't paying
no, because I
attention too
saw
hard.
that and I'm like, I said to myself like, oh, this is like I would be mad if I was standing the whole time during a wrestling show, and then I realized like I've done that like every DPW show
Yeah.
I've been to, standing tickets. I'm like I've stand up for like 3 hours and been fine. Like they'll be okay for an hour.
True. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure if anything, they could just sit on the grass or whatever. I don't know if there were people
Yeah,
doing that. I'm sure they probably was, but yeah, now that you mention it, yes, it is weird that they didn't have any seats and stuff. But there, I mean, from what it looked like, the arena, like they were like, okay, they were really far back, like the seats. So it's like,
yeah,
and I don't know if they had like a monitor somewhere so they can like look at it,
yeah.
look at them a little better. Couldn't really see, but it looked like they had a fun time. They were reacting. The crowd was loud, so
Yeah.
It was
Did
nice.
you the like they had bad audio issues too, which is a little weird.
Yeah,
Like,
they did.
I'm just like I'm hearing people talk, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, I was hearing that too. Like, they were trying to tell to Shivani something. Like, they were trying to have him repeat what they were saying, and Shivani
Yeah,
was like having trouble like repeating what they were saying. So I can only
yeah,
imagine what was going on. It
yeah.
was
I'm like,
definitely
what are
some
y'all?
audio issues. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty funny. Oh man, I mean, it
Do you
was.
want?
Uh,
I was gonna say, do you want to start talking about Dynamite
yeah,
from?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'll say this. This is what I want to say.
Uh,
What was it? Just me, or did the Ted Turner like tribute was like, oh, we're gonna find a way to glaze Tony?
Tony Schiavone
Like,
or who?
no, Tony Khan.
Oh, I don't know.
Like,
Maybe I don't remember
I
what they said about TK. What did they say
like
about
Sting coming out being like,
Oh
Ted
yeah,
was a
yeah, yeah,
billionaire.
yeah.
I was like,
Uh-huh.
that felt so weird to me.
I
Like,
think Sting just wanted to say that because
yeah,
he's probably really grateful for what for what Tony Khan has been doing, and he
yeah,
gave Sting like a basically another life to live
yeah,
after he was taken out of retire or put into retirement, early retirement, but I think that was just him showing appreciation. I didn't really take much from that besides that, but it was funny
yeah,
to hear him say that because I was like, why did he say that?
yeah. I just
But
felt like it
yeah,
was a little weird going on.
yeah, it
You
was a little
know,
weird. It was like he was he was basically saying because I don't know how close Ted Turner was with like WCW. I know he was like very
yeah,
important to them being on like his network, but I don't know if he
yeah,
was like important enough. Like I don't think they ever met him in person. They might have once or twice, but like I don't think he was like there like in at WCW often or at all really.
yeah.
There's a very different type of relationship that Ted Turner had with WCW and Tony Khan and AEW. So, but I don't know. They both paid Sting very well, so
Yeah.
made him a millionaire, I'm sure. But yeah, all right.
Shoot, he deserves it. Fucking wrestling that long.
Yeah,
You give that man
and
all he wants.
unfortunately, the TNA was like probably his least paying job. Like, but he even still had he had some great years in TNA until like
Yeah.
2012, 2013 or so.
I
But
think
he was
WWE did him a little dirty too.
definitely well, I
Yeah.
mean, he had got hurt from that Rollins thing, and then after that, they wrote him off, and he never came back. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that was in like 2014, 2015. I think 2015, maybe, and then he never wrestled again after that until AEW. Pretty sure. Uh, but anyways,
So we had that Juice versus Mox match.
hmm
I thought it was fine.
yeah,
I think I I I think Juice can be pushed, but I just don't see like I would like to see Bang Bang Gang get pushed, but I don't see where that would end up. Like I don't see the end goal of it. Like I think they're entertaining. I think Ace Austin you could give a big uh solo push to, but I don't necessarily want them winning any championships, you know what I mean? Or I don't see them winning anything.
Ace Austin is having a match versus Osprey on on Dynamite.
Yeah.
So and there
I
he
was
just
so
had
excited.
I know he just had a match with
Yeah.
Okada like a couple weeks ago too. So they're doing something with the Bang Bang Gang finally, and most likely because Jay White is coming back soon, and he's either gonna come back this week or next week. But I think it's soon, and he's gonna set up something with Mox. I think I don't think there's any other way because Osprey is in the storyline with the Death Riders
Yeah.
and the Bang Bang Gang is also going against the Death Riders and Ace Austin, Osprey, they were on the same were on different sides of the coin, and Jay White can come back in that match, attack Osprey, and then set up something with the Death Riders uh or the Bang Bang or the Death Riders go and attack Ace Austin or something, and Osprey is like, "What are you doing, bro?" And then Jay
Yeah.
White and then Jay White comes out and saves Ace Austin or something less likely is gonna happen, and it'll be cool. It'll give Jay White something to do. It'll give Mox something to do because he's not in anything at the pay-per-view. So, but the Juice Robinson match, Juice does have the ability to be like a good champion, maybe TNT,
Yeah,
or even Continental
national.
or National, yeah, like somewhere
Yeah,
around there. Jay White is obviously like the main center point in the Bang Bang Gang. Um, Even though it feels like I think he was supposed to join the Death Riders last year before he got hurt, and I don't know if they're still going to do that or if they're going to do something else now. Because I don't really see it anymore happening. Before they were like teasing it a little bit that Jay White was going to do something with the Death Riders, and then he got hurt, and then he's been out since. But yeah, John Moxley,
you think?
haha.
I was gonna say, you think we're gonna see Will do anything crazy? Just
Supposedly
Dynamite, or
he's a cybernetically enhanced now, so we'll see what he does. I'm sure him and Ace are gonna have a crazy match. They're
because
gonna
I could see him
tear it
being
up.
like um kind of like Cody was, where he would do like heel stuff, like the Cody AJ match where he like do stares at him or whatever. I could see him doing shit like that, where he's still like a face, but he does like
Like heel
crazy stuff.
tactics.
Yeah,
Um, Maybe we'll see because Will Ospreay he's supposed to be the white meat baby face. He's supposed to be the too good goody two shoes type of character right now. Because nobody in AEW is that really. There's no like goody two
yeah,
shoes like, and Ospreay if he overcomes this Death Rider stuff and he doesn't get like their hatred and their evilness, if that doesn't rub off on him, we can see like Will Ospreay be like a pure babyface going into All In, but if that doesn't happen and the opposite happens, I can see him doing more heelish stuff going forward.
yeah.
And then possibly setting up a Kenny thing where Kenny is like, "What are you doing, man? We had a something going on here. We were gonna go to All In, or we're gonna like do something like we're gonna fight for the world title eventually." And then Osprey's gonna be like, uh, do something heelish to Kenny, and then if that's the way that they're going, who knows at this point. I like the um that it's very unpredictable right now. We're 3 months away from All In, so they still have plenty of time to do like to clear up the path to All In because it's very like all over the place. So like who knows what
Yeah.
what Will is gonna do, who knows what Kenny's gonna be involved with. The Owen Hart tournament hasn't started yet. I think it's supposed to be starting soon, maybe after Double
I,
or
they're
Nothing.
they're announcing the brackets
Oh, okay.
Wednesday.
Okay,
Yeah,
good, 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 good.
yeah.
So I
Because
think that
that happens at Double or Nothing, right? The finals.
last year it did
Yeah,
because All In was in July, so it was a month
yeah.
earlier. So they're starting it a month later, basically. So it'll go most likely until that new pay per view. I think there's AEW Redemption or something. There's gonna be another pay
Yeah.
per view in between Double or Nothing and All In. So we'll see whenever that is. I don't know.
But
I don't even know where when Forbidden Door is this year.
it's in July, I think.
Is it in
Like
July?
June or July.
Okay, because they keep changing the months
Yeah.
of Forbidden Door at least. Because Redemption is supposed to be soon too, like after Double or Nothing. I thought, but we'll see.
But I think the way that they're like, I really like how they're doing the Mox or Death Riders Will storyline. I feel
Hmm.
like it's very slow. Like
Yeah.
they're trying to pace it, so it's like not trying to show their whole hand.
Hmm.
And I think for me, like I'll get so excited when I see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I
anything
like it
Will
too.
Ospreay or Death Riders, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying their backstage stuff too. Besides Yuta sitting up on Osprey's neck, that was really weird. But
Very.
Daniel Garcia like acting like he's big and bad because he's with the Death Riders now. He's very Daniel Garcia is very underrated. He's very funny, and I know he means like he's the only one that doesn't really fit to me still because he came on like way later than everyone
Yeah.
else, and it still feels like he's like working to be there, but he's very like they're a group now, but it still feels like he's the odd one out. I don't know because Yuta is like they're like this with Yuta now. Yuta
Yeah.
it hasn't been. They used to treat Yuta badly, but they don't do that anymore. He's just there, and now he's like a big part of the group now. Um,
You, you know who I feel bad for?
who
Marina.
Marina?
Marina,
Why?
because
Why?
I feel like Tony Storm getting injured like fucked her bad.
True. No, no, no.
And
That I think that was done. Besides the Ronda thing, that was weird anyway. But besides that,
yeah,
I don't know if they would have what they would have done after that. Besides a Ronda match, but I don't think anyone nobody wanted that actually.
no, I'm
Um.
not saying like a Ronda match, but like
Uh-huh.
I definitely like. First of all, I feel like Marina should be um when they were doing the Orange and Tony Storm feud.
Mm,
Like I feel like Marina should be in these men's matches, like these tag matches,
uh-huh.
and I feel like if anyone's gonna, like intergender matches, shit,
Yeah.
like I feel like she can beat up dudes and it's believable. She could get beat up and it's believable. Um, but I feel like they were probably planning something with her and Tony,
They
like minus,
were
yeah. And I feel like
after
now that she has nothing, and I definitely think she could have been TBS or World.
Marina unfortunately like she's still like unless she has the proper wrestler to go against, she's very like
Mm,
directionless. The Tony thing was working out, and then I think did Tony beat her? The Tony beat her, yeah, at
beat
Revolution,
her.
yeah. Um, but I think Marina would benefit from having. I don't know why they haven't done Marina and Willow. They should have did
Yeah.
that. They teased that for a long time last year, and it never happened. I'm pretty sure. I think the only match where they wrestled each other was Anarchy, I think, last year, but they never had a singles match. I'm pretty sure. Maybe
Do
they
you
did
like
once.
Willow's title reign?
It's picking up steam now. Now that she's not tag team champion, but
Yeah.
uh, I don't know where this whole um uh what is it called a comeback killer thing. I don't know where that's going. If that's leading to Brit, I don't know if Baker is coming
Yeah.
back.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah. Maybe I'll feel differently when it ends,
yeah,
but I definitely think that Lena should have beat her for the TBS, and then
that
they
would have
should have held
been
on. I think,
crazy, but it wouldn't have been bad. I think if anything, Megan should have beat or should beat Willow, but I like the focus that Willow is a singles competitor and the tag team wrestlers are in the tag team division. Besides
yeah.
Jamie and Alex having those world title matches since they're tag team,
Mm,
um, I wish I think I think Windsor might be out for now because she hasn't been back since that Tekla match. I'm pretty sure or something because she hasn't been on TV since like
was she on with the Persephone match?
yes
Yeah.
she was. And then I don't know why they Jamie and Windsor haven't been teaming recently. I don't know why because it was Windsor and Persephone. Persephone got hurt.
Mm,
And I think Windsor may be hurt or she's doing something else right now because she hasn't been on TV
yeah.
in like 2 weeks or something like that. And Jamie came back and they put her in the world title match again. But yeah, the women unfortunately are directionless. A lot of them are. Tekla doesn't have like a main opponent.
Yeah.
She has three other wrestlers to face at the pay per view. The tag team Divine Dominion doesn't have a tag team to face at the pay per view. Willow doesn't either. So so
Yeah.
it's really weird. Why
I
don't they have like a direction? It's always like it's always
yeah.
spread out with the women, and it sucks to see. Like
And they had the roster to support all these divisions
they
too, and
do, they do.
I feel like it's not honestly, I feel like um I don't know, Tekla, they could have built something with her
Hmm.
against somebody.
The thing
I'm
is,
not
mhm,
I'm not mad at this fatal four way, but I think that it would have fit Willow a lot better.
what the
I
fatal
think
four way or a 4 way
yeah,
match?
yeah, like I think like Willow, I like her match with Queen Amanada,
Mm-hmm.
Neil, like all these people that are, she has these like one and done matches with.
Mm-hmm.
They could be put on the card, and
True.
because I think she, everyone in that Fatal Four Way for that women's match was going to be on that card regardless of if it was that match or not.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, maybe not. Sheeta being in the world title match, like, is pretty cool, but it doesn't really make sense because they never interacted. She's never interacted with Tekla, so
Yeah,
it's kind of that's like the one thing that's thrown me off. Statlander, I think they just put the match together just to have a match, but that means what does Willow do? What does Divine Dominion do? Because Julia, I don't know what's going on with Julia. I haven't seen a wrestler in like a month. It's been a while.
that would be good.
She's been there, but I don't know why she hasn't been there or like wrestling.
Yeah,
It's been
it
Sky.
would be a good pay-per-view match.
Yeah, Julia's good. They could do Julia and Sky going after the tag titles, or Julia versus Willow, or Sky versus Willow. Sky versus Willow could do good on pay-per-view, but
Yeah,
I don't know what
and
they're
I wouldn't
planning.
mind Sky Blue winning either. I'm
Hmm.
kind of, I don't know. I feel like with what I was saying before with at Revolution, I think Lena Cross is a way better singles wrestler
She is. She's really
than
good.
tag wrestler. I think they're too dominant
For the tag.
for
Yeah,
yeah,
like Megan by
them
herself.
together.
Yeah, it's insane.
Them
I don't
together
know
is
who beats them.
crazy.
I don't know who beats them besides
Yeah,
I think the Brawling Birds do beat them at All In, but that's still like 3 months away, and they're keeping the Brawling Birds and Divine Dominion apart because
yeah,
if they do it too early, then they don't there's no All In match. So
yeah.
they're that's why they're like not interacting. But
I wouldn't mind them dropping it to Harley Cameron and Nina,
yeah, they definitely
but
should do that.
yeah, yeah,
Um, but actually, no. No, eventually, but not right
yeah.
now. Because
I
Megan, I wouldn't want Megan to be world champion, but maybe if Megan were to be babyface, because she could be a babyface if she wanted to. Um,
yeah,
Lena she wrestled in DBW, right, a few times. Did you
yeah,
see her there?
yeah. I did.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I
She
know
had a
she was
match
there.
against Danny Luna. I think that was one of my
Mm.
favorite matches last year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
And Queen Amanada should be. I don't know where. Like they brought her back for the one match like a few weeks ago, and then she hasn't been back. And I'm just like, I don't know. Women need more time. They need more time and more matches on these
yeah,
cards, 100%, because
and
it'll help build them to the matches. You can't just
yeah,
cold put someone in a match like the Sheeta being. I love Sheeta. I love her so much, but her being in the world title match is like, why? Like, what did she do to
yeah.
to get in that match? She's never interacted with Tekla at all ever. So,
And I feel like I had it in hindsight. I think this was I think this is dumb. But I had a problem with Rodito because I don't
mm,
like the like, oh, I'm gonna take this singles wrestler and this singles wrestler and
mhm.
just put them together. Like I feel like Divine Dominion it made sense,
It
but
works. It works
um,
sometimes. Uh, I love the Brodito. I love their tag team matches. They had some great tag team
yeah,
matches. They worked out well. But I
yeah,
do agree with you. I don't like when they put two singles guys together or two singles wrestlers together. Um, but Kenny and Hangman worked really well in 2020. I love that's probably my favorite tag team run of theirs or of any tag team in AEW. I think they're my favorite tag team champions, along with the Young Bucks and then FTR. Divine Dominion. Lena was brought in as basically another like a substitute for Penelope because
yeah,
Penelope and Megan were supposed to be champions, and then Lena was
yeah.
probably going to be the singles wrestler there. Um, but unfortunately, Penelope got hurt, and then who knows when she's going to be back.
But I feel like he fits like that group too. Lena
Yeah,
Cross.
yeah, she definitely does. That's
But
why they brought her.
yeah,
They brought her
yeah.
in when Penelope was still around, so they were gonna do something with all three of them, but I don't know.
But I feel like that whole thing with Stat and Sheeta, I'm not really liking it now. I
I don't like it right now because they beat Mina and Harley, and then they were put into the world title match. If they were put into like another tag team title match, I'll be like, okay, like that makes sense, but
yeah.
it doesn't really
But
make
also,
sense.
yeah, they shouldn't have gone over too. I feel like that
Yeah,
whole
no.
story they were trying to sell with Mina and Harley being sad,
Hmm.
that they should have not gone over.
No, they shouldn't have. But they did.
Yeah,
So I guess Mina and Harley are probably gonna just be left off the pay per view, unfortunately, or maybe they might have a
little 0 hour.
0 hour match with maybe Divine Dominion if they were to put them in the tag title match. That might be the match, or bring back Hyan and oh my gosh, and Maya World.
My world.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
could bring them back for a little tag team match on the zero
yeah.
hour or something. Uh, yeah, I don't want this to be about fixing AEW's booking because it's we could talk about that all night because there's a lot that should and shouldn't be happening that does on a weekly basis. But yeah, if women's stuff need to clean it up. I see everybody
Oh,
every time, oh my gosh, every time I hear someone talk about the women's division, it's always just do more, do more, do more,
yeah.
and they do some, but they don't do more. And they
But I feel
I don't know.
when they were doing the Stat Tony feud,
Uh
like when Stat had the belt, I feel and did Mercedes sell the TBS or is Willow?
yeah, at the time Mercedes did.
Yeah, I felt like it was like in a pretty good place, and
Hmm.
now I feel like we're in a Mercedes and Tony Storm waiting room.
Yes, that is what it feels like. It feels like Mercedes is going to be the eventual Willow challenger since she's going to be another comeback wrestler. And I don't want Mercedes to beat Willow for the title because I want Mercedes to be world champion, not TBS
Yeah,
champion. And then Willow eventually loses it to someone. I don't know who, maybe Lena or Megan
uh,
down the line.
yeah.
Maybe after Divine Dominion lose the tag titles, Megan or Lena could beat Willow eventually. Or if
I feel like
Julia or Sky are ready by then, they can face Willow and beat her or something.
Lena hasn't really shown her whole like her
No,
full potential. Like,
no, she
I think
hasn't.
her and Megan definitely have chemistry together. Like they're
Hmm.
not a bad tag team,
No.
but I know I've seen what Lena could do, and she has not done what she could do
Yeah,
yet.
I know. I can see like I like the their match from Revolution, their little the TBS title match. I didn't
Yeah,
expect it because I was like, oh, they're actually gonna have Lena face Willow in a one-on-one match, and then later the same two wrestlers are in another match for the tag title. So it was really cool to see that, and to show off what Lena can do, uh, on the 0 hour, because if unless she has enough time, I think eventually Lena will be at the point in her career. Maybe by this time next year, we'll see her like in a big match. For the
yeah.
world title or TBS title or TBS champion, where she gets like 10, 15 minutes, not even 10, like 15, 20 minutes to go out there and actually do what she can actually do. Because
Yeah,
in these tag matches, they're not long enough. They're very short.
yeah,
They're maybe like 5, maybe 10 minutes or less than ten
but
minutes.
they're doing this less than 5 minutes thing
Yeah, I
too.
know.
Like,
I know.
yeah, like and
Yeah.
it's. I mean, I think it's a good idea with them specifically,
Yeah.
but I just and that's the thing too. Them going out against jobbers and stuff.
Hmm.
Another problem I have. I don't like.
AEW overuses jobbers a lot. Like tonight, there's two jobber
Yeah,
matches. Even though the speedball
yeah,
one was like a fill-in match, it wasn't supposed to be booked. But then there was like time to fill, so they were like, "All right, go out there with
yeah.
this guy and put on a little match, put on a little 2 minute match or something." Um, but yeah, they definitely don't need jobber matches for them. They need like actual like challengers week to week.
Yeah.
Because they can just you bring in the Ring of Honor women for that
Yeah.
if they
And
don't
and I
have anyone
definitely
else.
I feel like with AEW, their style, you can lose and still look good
Yes,
for the most
100.
part.
But
I don't.
I think TK thinks that if someone loses, that'll hurt them, and even though like Mina can get pinned every week, and she's still gonna be over, like incredibly over.
Yeah. Or like Bang Bang Gang just started getting over.
Yeah, yeah. Bang
Not
Bang
just started
Gang.
getting over, just started getting wins, but they've been over.
Yeah, they've been over. Every time the Bang Bang Gang are very popular. Every time they always get loud reactions when they're all together. But unfortunately, someone is always hurt. Someone is always getting hurt. Either
Yeah.
Austin, Colton, Juice. Juice was hurt so many times. Jay White was hurt recently. Well, he's been out, and then Ace Austin is the only one that hasn't been hurt yet. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Um, but they're always popular. They always get the crowd like going. Um, so I don't know. I don't know.
Do you want to talk about the Orange Cassidy and
Yeah, yeah,
Dax
yeah,
Harwood match?
yeah. Orange Cassidy, Dax Harwood.
No,
So
not a good day for fucking FTR fans. Not a good day for me.
well, I mean, it's not bad because most likely FTR are gonna beat Conglomeration. They're not about to lose the
No,
tag titles, so
I wanted to see
it would
double
have been
belt
it would have been
FTR.
cool. It would have been
I would
cool.
love that.
It would
I
have
would
been
have been going
cool.
crazy.
To be honest, I was expecting Dax to beat OC, and
Yeah,
and
I
then
would
and
too.
then get the trios title match, because the trios titles have been really flip floppy, which I don't mind because at least they're doing something with them.
Yeah,
FTR and Champa, that would have been a great team to beat the conglomeration for the titles, but
yeah.
then I don't know.
I'm definitely liking the conglomeration though.
Yeah,
Like,
I enjoy them. Unfortunately, Orange Cassidy, he's the weakest link in there. Uh, and I'm not saying that he's like bad or anything. It's just that they've overexposed him now, and he's basically still the same guy. I really his first international championship run was like one of my favorite title runs in AEW. It was great. He was
yeah,
putting on like he was basically doing what Darby does, but at a lot slower pace and
yeah,
throughout a longer time because he was champion for a long time, and then he eventually lost to John Moxley, and that was a great match, great story in that match, and I don't know, he's just been coasting really. They've actually like the conglomeration are actually like doing really well in the trios division. They act like an actual unit now. I don't know what's going on with Mark Briscoe. I think Mark Briscoe just had his like ninth kid or something, so
yeah.
he he'll probably be back eventually. But when Mark comes back, it'll be fun. I wish the trios titles were like Freebird, so like they can switch out
Mm,
people or whatever. But
yeah.
they said they didn't want to do that because I think who were the trios champions, and then somebody got hurt. I think was it the Bang Bang Gang? It was somebody,
Mm.
and then
I haven't been watching that long enough
oh
to
well,
know.
yeah, okay. It was
Yeah,
somebody. Okay, a trios. They were trios champions, but they had more than a trio in their group,
yeah,
and then someone got hurt, and then they had to take the titles off of them and put them on someone else, and then they put them back on to the people who
yeah.
lost them, and just so that other person could get in to replace them. I forget who it was, but it'll just be a lot more convenient if the trios titles can be just flip flop, not flip flop, but exchanged for
Freebird.
you like yeah, free birded, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, the double jeopardy, I enjoy the match stipulation. It's pretty cool that it's either someone's gonna get a title match. It's either gonna be a tag title match or the trios title match or what is it called? And Orange Cassidy won. He beat Dax Harwood, so that means who gets the title match? Did they confirm that?
I don't think they did.
Who in the conglomeration is gonna get it? It's probably gonna be
I would
Roddy
say,
and
yeah.
it's probably gonna be Roddy and Kyle, if anything. I don't, or maybe OC
Oh,
and
I was gonna say OC and Roddy.
yeah, either that, either one of those is probably gonna be the right one because OC was in the match, so it makes sense for him to be in the tag match, but
Yeah.
but yeah, FTR, they love to. I would give them this. They love to do right by the tag team division, and they love to when they need to, they will lose. They don't have a problem with
Yeah.
putting someone over. Um, and just like I think the Bang Bang Gang beat them. I think before Revolution or something. I forget when it was. And then they had the tag
Oh, are
title
you talking about
match.
the Rascals? They had the eliminator
Maybe it
match.
was the Rascals, not the Bang Bang
Yeah.
Gang. Maybe. And then they defended the tag titles against them, and then they won. I'm pretty sure. Um, but yeah, when FTR when they decide to put someone over, they will do it. They won't have a
Yeah.
problem. But they do want their win back. So
Yeah.
so that's I think that's what the hang up is with the Bucks sometimes in FTR, because they don't do those matches all the time. So when they do them, it's like, all right, who's gonna win now? And then the
Yeah.
Bucks are like really selfless, and they're like, okay, we don't need to win, so we're not gonna win. But they go out there and put like their best effort in, which is always great to see. It's like
But
Revolution.
I think the Bucks are so over too,
Yeah,
where
it don't matter if they
no
win or
matter what
lose,
they
really.
do,
Yeah,
they'll be cheered.
true. I'm glad
I
they reversed like their perception from since being EVPs to being
yeah.
baby faces again. I really enjoyed that angle where they eventually, like the Don Callis stuff, they were like, I don't know how we feel about this, and they were starting to like not participate in the beat downs every week, and then it was just too much eventually, and then they just turned. It was pretty cool. I like that a lot.
I think them running out too kind of made them really likable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
the that gummy bear spot at Forbidden Door. I love that.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. And that was Tanahashi, right? It was like
I,
I forget who was supposed to who they were gonna do that on, or maybe was it I think it was Tanahashi. I don't remember.
I think I'm still that spot lives in my mind. I still think it's crazy as shit. I've seen the fucking fork in Darby's ear from Moxley. I think
Yes,
it's the worst spot I've seen so far.
I hate when Mox and Darby do those like
I
body mutilation spots.
if they do fucking uh hardcore match or whatever, a special match at Double or Nothing
Hmm.
for MJF and Darby, I don't know how I'm gonna react to that. That is
I think it's just gonna be a straight up wrestling match. I don't. I think it's just gonna be a normal singles match. Because it's already hair versus title, so
yeah.
it'll just be a normal match, I think. But
Well, I know. All right, they got that FTR and
oh yeah, yeah,
Open.
that's gonna be
Yeah,
what
that's gonna be a street fight.
was it, Street Fight? Okay, I don't remember
Yeah,
what it was confirmed to be, but
but I
okay,
don't think that match is like I don't think it's gonna be like gross. I think
it
it'll be
could
okay.
be. It could be.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do forks and ears and shit
No,
and
no,
start
no.
running on people. I think I'll be like I don't know. Um just I'm going to Double or Nothing and
Hmm.
just for the viewers, and I'm gonna be going to the Dynamite Nashville next week.
Oh
But
yeah,
fucking I get very weird about seeing live wrestling and know I'm gonna see something really scary. Like
really? You don't like
yeah, I
no rules matches?
no, I went to the DPW in that super battle. They had like a ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking. They did like a pile driver through ladder. I think someone from Rounds for Forever did it.
Hmm.
That like freaks me out. And then something. I went to Blood and Guts. That was crazy.
Oh
The
yeah,
fucking
definitely.
trying to remember in the women's match. I forget who it was, but they threw the mirror at them. I think it might
Uh,
have been Tony Storm.
Tony, and someone else. Yeah, I
Yeah,
forget
that was
who.
fucking
Maybe it was
crazy. And
Marina.
then they were like stabbing each other with
Uh huh.
forks and
Yeah,
shit. At the
that
men's one,
those the women's blood and guts was better than the men's. Way better.
yeah, I agree. I mean, at least the men's they got that Kyle O'Reilly that built to that
True.
match with Mox.
True. True.
Yeah,
True. That was a really good.
but I do think the women's match was better.
Yeah. Though. Yeah. Overall, women's is better, but they did have a great. The men had a really great ending for Kyle.
Yeah,
Oh man.
But that shit kind of freaks me out a little bit. I don't like seeing it. Like I don't like seeing that shit on TV, and I think
I
it's a little worse because you're close up. But like, I don't like seeing that
Yeah,
shit in
you
person
would
either.
if you were there for Hangman and Swerve and MGF and Hangman, then you probably wouldn't have lasted because those are some those are some nasty, gnarly, bloody matches.
No, I mean I like seeing it. Like how it makes me like squeamish. Like I'll watch
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but I'll be like, yo, this is crazy. Like I'll be like, yo, I'll be telling people, I can't believe I saw this shit.
Did you watch the Lights Out Steel Cage with Hangman and Swerve?
Nah,
You haven't?
no.
Oh, you
I
that's
told
the
you there's a lot of
nastiest
shit I gotta
one.
catch
That
up
was the
on.
nastiest one.
Is that's not the one where he like hangs him, right?
No, no,
With
no,
the okay.
no, no, no. That was the Texas Death Match. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, the Lifestyle Steel Cage that happened in 2024. Yeah, 2024. That was their last match together, and it was definitely the hardest like to watch one. It was hard to watch for me. And every so often I
Oh,
go back and watch it, and I'm just like, man, it's very sad. It's a very sad match to watch. Ugh.
but for a while, I don't know why this spot bothered me so much. But the first DPW show I went to,
Uh-huh.
it was Lucky Ali versus Kobe Carino.
Uh-huh.
Um, fucking they it was I think it was a no DQ or it was I quit match,
Ah.
and um fucking Kobe cut his fucking locks like a piece of his hair off like his locks, and that I don't know why that bothered me so much, but I think that was crazy, and I think um what was it? Jake something versus Adam Priest at
Mm,
Super Battle.
mhm.
They did a fucking like chair shot to the head. Like you
Oh.
heard that shit, and fucking we were like screaming CTE. But I think the worst one was definitely the fourth spot at Blood and Guts
Yeah. Yeah,
I've seen in person.
for sure. For sure.
I think I'm scared. Or you know what? I've seen the Darby spot with the glass, but I think that looked way worse on TV than it
When he
did
fell,
on.
when
Yeah.
Christian threw him off the ladder or whatever. Yeah, that
Oh
was
no, I'm talking about the
or
Sting match,
oh yeah,
the
that
Sting and
did
Darby
happen. Yeah,
match.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you watch the Sting and Darby match? I mean, the Christian and Darby match where I think Christian was on the apron with Darby and he just threw him on the steel steps. It was like one of the nastiest bumps I've ever
Cool.
seen. It was really nasty. Like, because Christian didn't want to do it because they had to redo the spot, and Christian was like, I don't know if I want to do this to this guy. So he just like I think he lightly did it the first time, and then Darby was like, "Nah, we're doing it again." And then Christian did it again. And he just threw him onto the into the steps, and he was like, "Oh, it was really nasty." Darby is insane. He really truly is. All right, next match.
Um, we got the Jericho and Ricochet.
Oh,
You want to talk
okay.
about that?
Promo the okay. So they set up Stadium Stampede, which is coming back for the first time since I don't even know when 2023. I don't even remember the last Stadium Stampede match.
I think when I looked up, it was I think 2022, the Inner Circle
2022.
versus um, I don't remember what pay per view was, but I
I don't.
remember I looked it up recently.
Oh, okay. It's usually at Double or Nothing, but I don't remember
Yeah.
who faced them that year because it was either always the Inner Circle or the Elite in that match, and now it's like a mix of Death Riders slash BCC and Elite and whatever Jericho is doing. I guess Jericho that was his match type that he founded in AEW when they first did it in 2020. It was a cinematic match at the time, so there was like I think Sammy Guevara was getting chased with by Matt Hardy and Kenny Omega in the golf cart at one point.
Yeah.
What else happened? Hangman and Kenny had like their little beer and milk like little clink
Hmm.
at like a bar. I don't remember what happened in the match, but they're very fun matches. We're gonna get Jack Perry, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, the Hurt Syndicate, and Jericho in that match versus the Demand, Ricochet, Bishop Khan, and Toa Leona. And who else? I don't know. I think Mark Davis is confirmed so far.
Yeah, I could see just Don Callis family,
family.
which I would be fine with. Yeah,
I wouldn't mind that
Mark
either.
Davis versus
Oh,
Shelton, I
uh
think
huh.
would be cool.
Yeah. That's
Seeing
actually
them
gonna be a
have a moment in
yeah
that match.
yeah that's gonna be really cool. I want to see Shelton throw him around or try to throw him around. That'll be pretty cool. And then or Mark Davis and Bobby. That's gonna be cool too to
Yeah,
see. See if Bobby can throw him around or they can throw each other around. That'll be fun if
if
they do it
I
in the
mean,
ring.
yeah, El Clone would be
El
good.
Clone,
I feel like
yeah.
Andrade, if they don't
Hechicero,
have plans for him, yeah, Hechicero.
Andrade, huh? I don't think they do so far, so he might be in that. Huh.
Yeah,
I just realized that they don't have a match for him yet. Because Swerve is facing
you,
Bandito.
yeah. I don't, I feel like this Jericho demand feud. I feel like sometimes I really like it. Other times I'm like I kind of just want this match. Like I kind of want this to be over with.
Yeah, it's gone on too long because for like week to week since Revolution. What? No, no, not Revolution.
No,
Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Yeah, ever since
Yeah,
Dynasty, like every week, it's just been the same thing over and over again. Ricochet,
yeah.
Jericho getting beat up by them, and then they set up the Stadium Stampede this past week, which is like came out of nowhere because it didn't really seem like that was gonna be the way they go, but
Which I like Ricochet,
I like
and
Ricochet too.
I just yeah, I feel like it's gone on for too long. I think it was cool for a moment,
Uh-huh.
and now it's yeah, doing
They
it's just not progressing.
they did the same thing with Demand and her syndicate last year, where it was they were just fighting each other every like for like months, and like eventually they just
Yeah,
stopped. So
but
it seems like it's the same thing. I don't know.
I feel like they kind of his like annoying heel tactics aren't working on Jericho either.
No. Because
Yeah,
Jericho, that's who Jericho is. Jericho deep down is still like a very heelish, crafty wrestler. So
yeah,
like, but Ricochet is trying to get. First, he was trying to tell him like, we don't want you here basically anymore. Which I mean, you can't really do anything about that. But
yeah.
I guess he was just trying to beat him up every week so he can stop coming to work. But Jericho has
I
friends
mean,
apparently.
what after this? What do you think Jericho's gonna do? Because I'm like, he could be putting over people, but I don't think like I'm like, who is there to put over? You know what I mean?
I thought that was gonna ow. I thought that was gonna happen originally when Jericho came back. I thought he was gonna like right some wrongs
Yeah,
and put and like get Brian Keith over, get Big Bill over, get
yeah.
I don't even know who else besides Sammy. Who else is still there from where he was like who was involved with his group? Nobody really. Daddy
Yeah, I
Magic
mean,
is like a commentator slash sort of wrestler now. Angelo Parker isn't really there anymore. Um,
if if Mark retains Mark Davis, I could see them having a match, and I think we could put Mark over.
Davis and Jericho.
Yeah, yeah,
That could happen. That I wouldn't mind.
yeah.
I wouldn't mind that at all. But
Just because I don't know, it's such a weird thing because I feel like you can't help the main event
no,
scene
mm-mm,
out too much,
no.
and then I feel like for certain wrestlers, a lot of mid card wrestlers, he's too like high for it to be. You know what I mean?
I think Jericho should his goal since this is probably like his last run, most likely. His goal should be work with everyone that he can, the younger guys, to
Yeah,
get them ready uh and even like even off screen like making sure he's
yeah,
giving people promo tips because Jericho is a great promo when he wants to
yeah,
be, not when he's like trying to be like just over the top catchphrase guy. Like besides doing that, like especially his heel work, his really good heel work, like if you know like his 2000 and like 9 2010, 2011, not 2011. I think 2009, 2010 heel Jericho era was great in WWE, and then he had another great heel run when he was doing the list stuff. That was really great.
I
He knows
I
what.
think like
Hmm.
as I got older, I think the his he worked with Punk for
Hmm.
the Mania 28. Those was really good.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah,
The one thing that I always remember from that is Jericho getting the beer and pouring it on him.
yeah.
That's the one thing I remember from that build. I was like, oh no.
I remember, I don't know, like I distinctly remember when Punk had to do the sobriety test in the ring. That
I remember that now. How'd you bring that up?
he was like saying the alphabet backwards and walking in a straight line. Like,
Oh yeah, that stuff. No, leave over there. We don't need that in AEW. We
well,
don't need
you know what that,
that.
you know what that was? That was this wasn't the that feud like the Ring of Honor feud he had with Raven,
uh
similar to it.
I think so. I never watched
Yeah,
it. I watched like because they wrestled in TNA too, like in 2003 or something. Uh, but it wasn't part of the Ring of Honor stuff. But I think it was similar. I'm pretty sure from what I
'cause I
remember
think it
hearing.
was some something with. Oh, you know what it was? I think his dad or uh Raven reminded Punk of his dad,
Mm,
and I think it was kind of like similar with like the alcohol stuff, like kind of like the themes of it with
uh,
Jericho's storyline. I might be wrong, but
probably.
I'm pretty sure.
I think I remember that hearing about that. Yeah. Oh man.
Um,
What were we talking about before that? Did we cover what we were talking about? Oh, the Jericho stuff. Okay, yeah, we're good.
yeah.
Well, okay, besides
Um,
that, I didn't want Jericho, not Jericho. I didn't want Kenny to be involved with anything Jericho related. That just kind of that kind of sours
my first time,
that,
my first
unfortunately.
time seeing Kenny live.
Yeah. I mean, at least you might see him next to you. He might come up the ramp
Yeah,
next to you.
true, true. I would freak out.
They
I'd be
might
like,
they
oh my
might they
god.
might brawl in the crowd next to you, so that at least
You know,
that.
if I touch Kenny Omega on the shoulder, like I'm gonna be telling my kids that, my grandkids,
make
anybody on
sure
the
make sure
street,
your
people at
camera's
work.
ready. Make sure you
Yeah, I'm
prepare
gonna be
your
like,
camera.
yeah. Honestly, I have so much like storage on my phone, or like so much like stuff
Memory?
on my phone, and I don't have enough storage.
Oh,
I am definitely might get that iCloud upgrade shit where I feel like the one night because I'm like I'm going to this show in Nashville and then I'm going to
I have
Double or
that.
Nothing. I think I'm gonna need it.
I have that. I have the 99
Yeah,
cent one or whatever. Yeah, it's worth it because it'll free up some
yeah.
space at least. All right.
Do you remember much of the Okada Brian Keith match? I remember being
A
good.
little
I just
bit.
don't remember a lot of the spots in it.
I like that Brian Keith had a good showing. He showed off his new look.
Yeah.
Besides being because
Oh,
he. Mhm,
that's another thing. Why are we using Jobber Town? We got Brian Keith. Like
true.
I don't mean to like I love Brian Keith, but like that's someone who doesn't need to win every match.
Exactly. Like
That's
okay,
someone who can put on a good match and be fine with
yeah,
a loss.
I like that they're using. They need to use more of these younger guys in those spots instead of getting jobbers.
Yeah,
They don't need to get jobbers like week to week or
yeah,
even like once or twice a month. Okay, for like one match, two matches here.
yeah,
Okay, but most of the time, Okada, Moxley, whoever else that needs these enhancement matches, they should always use the talent they have already. Brian Keith, Big
yeah.
Bill should be facing someone to just
Well,
use the talent they have.
I don't even think it's a I don't it's not even a necessarily talent they have. I think it's I'll be okay with them using like local talent,
Yeah.
but not in a squash match kind of in
hmm
a like Manny Lowe. Who did he fight? Um,
That was that at where was that? I think I know who you're talking
I think
about.
it was on Collision, the
He
Wednesday
yeah,
Collision.
he had a this past week, no.
It was on Wednesday, the like extra hour that they did. I think I
Uh-huh.
want to,
Who do
but
you
he it was a squash match. I fucking Manny Lowe is a great wrestler.
who do you wrestle? Because I think
You
I
know what I
remember
mean?
who you're talking about. Are you sure that was this week?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure. I gotta go on Cage Match. Hold on.
Because I know maybe I'm thinking about a different wrestler. There was another Asian wrestler that had wrestled recently against someone, and they had a good showing against them. I think it was Okada. I'm not sure.
It was Roosh. That's who he fought.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Is he
Yeah, but I'm
is he local to y'all? Because that y'all
yeah,
they were in South Carolina or yeah, South
yeah,
Carolina. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
He's I'm going to an indie Friday.
Hmm.
This Friday come out after I go to Dynamite, and he's gonna be there.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. Some like the Roosh match. Yeah, that's fine. But Okada, Moxley, like when
Yeah,
they're doing eliminator matches or whatever. Um, I honestly I don't know why. I don't know why the Continental was an eliminator, but Okada wasn't. I just realized that right now. It was actually the Okada one was actually for the title, but Moxley it was just
yeah,
an eliminator. I thought Juice was gonna beat Moxley, but that didn't happen. So,
yeah. I thought so too. That Jamie Hayter beating Sky Blue, I didn't think that was gonna happen either.
hmm,
I thought Sky Blue because I'm like the way she came out of that squash match too.
hmm,
She's looking like strong. Like that's the squash match that went on. I think it was like 2 minutes that it went on for.
hmm,
Like it wasn't like super fast. And
yeah.
I was like, oh, she going like they're trying to build her up. And I think it was just because they were in Illinois that
Mm.
they
Oh,
put her over like that.
oh, okay. That's probably why. Yeah, I didn't. They were in Illinois last week.
Or maybe the week before
Maybe. Okay.
on that side. It was a collision. It was a collision where they had the tag match with Juice and versus Death Riders.
Hmm. Okay. Um. What
Are
were
these 5-man tag or these 10-man tag matches? I think the first one they had on Collision really good. Now I'm tired of seeing after this last one.
Yeah, this one wasn't really too like it didn't really grab my attention too much. Uh and it's like I think the Young Bucks they're just throwing the Young Bucks into these matches just because they're
Yeah,
good. They're good in those specific type of matches. They're good in every match, but they're like in the 10-man tags they can just go all out and just do a bunch of big spots and a bunch of like high spots and stuff like that. So that's what they're used for in those types of matches. But it depends on the on who's in the matches too, because Ace and the Guns, they're
yeah,
great on their own. Like they're great, like they're a great unit, but they're not on the same level as the Bucks. I feel, and like at least when it comes to like matching the Bucks' speed.
yeah,
That's why when the Rascals and the Bucks like wrestle, like is really fast paced and it keeps your
yeah,
attention. But when the Guns are in there, they're doing their thing. The Dogs and the Death Riders, they're doing their whole thing. So it's like a bunch of stuff, a bunch of styles and stuff mixing together. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I
yeah,
don't really remember too much of the match either. I like that they're actually keeping the dogs like on TV, even with
yeah.
Gabe Kidd being out. Um,
I don't know. I that's another thing. I don't think they're using them to their full potential.
no, unfortunately, I think the injury with Gabe probably like halted some like some storylines or some like uh what is it called? Yeah, some stories or something that they would have done with the dogs, because the dogs, Finley and Connors, they could go for the tag titles. They if Cope and Christian go beat FTR, they can that could be a good TV title match on the lead
Yeah,
in the lead up to the next pay-per-view after that. I wouldn't mind that,
yeah.
because the dogs, they were only trios champions for like a few days before they lost
No, I
them.
think it was I think it was a
It
day
was a day, yeah.
that they won. Yeah, yeah.
uh, yeah.
I here's my thing. I think
Oh, that's right. That's right. That when I was telling you earlier about the trios titles, Hangman was the champion or with Jet Speed, and then they lost the tag titles.
yeah,
I mean the trios titles, and then they won them back with Mystico. That's right. I forgot
yeah.
about that.
Um, who did they wrestle?
Who?
Oh, Don Callis family. That's who it was.
Who?
Mystico and Jet Sweet.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
yeah, Don Callis family, yeah.
they lost that so fast. I was so mad. I was so hyped. Fucking
I
two
didn't
belt
ex
Okada,
yeah, I didn't
two
expect
belt.
that. I didn't expect that at all. I thought they were gonna hold him for like a little bit, and then they lost him
That
back to
fucking
conglomeration.
that picture they took.
It was
fucking
really cool.
aura.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
cool. They really, it really.
Uh,
I forgot that was Mark Davis's first title in AEW. Uh,
so I I feel like the trios. I think I'm okay with. I think it's gonna. I think after they took it off the ops, I think they've been good with it. And
yes.
but I feel like the tag division, like either y'all should be using the trios as like a mid card tag title, I
Hmm.
guess,
Yeah.
or I feel like they wouldn't like. I think adding another title, I think is kind of crazy, but I think there might be room for like a mid card tag title because I feel like
I don't think they'll ever do that. Mostly
yeah,
because like okay. There's a lot of tag team matches going on all the time that don't even
yeah,
involve the tag team champions most of the time, and most of the time they're just filler matches. It feels like it would make sense for if they were ever to do a mid card or even like a because other like New Japan they have the junior tag titles and the heavyweight tag
yeah,
titles. It would it's possible to do something like that, but I don't know if I trust AEW
but
to do something like that.
yeah. I
So the
just
trios
feel
titles
like
do fit that like they do fit that that what is it called? They do fit that area where
yeah. I just kind of wit like not. I feel like the Rascals could be like a good like trios or
hmm
Bang Bang Gang
hmm
or like even the Dogs, but I don't. I feel like they really haven't used that kind of like I feel like it's not wouldn't be like it wouldn't act as a mid card tag title. If that makes sense
hmm
with the people they've been putting it on.
true. There
I
was
just think the
uh-huh.
I just think the tag divisions here,
hmm
like the Bucks, FTR, um, I think fucking generational talents with both of them,
hmm
and then I'd say like Cope and Cage right there.
hmm
Um, I would put Rodito in that upper echelon of above Cage and Cope, and then under Cage and Cope it's everyone else.
Yeah.
Like Rascals are not touching FTR. Rascals are not touching the Bucks.
hmm
Bang Bang Gang aren't touching the Bucks
Yeah.
or FTR. I just feel like there's a lot of they could have a really good division with these mid card tag teams
hmm I would
that they're not.
I
It'd be cool to have
want
them like fight for something.
yeah. I know what you mean. Colton and Austin are really good also, but obviously like injuries always it's always injuries that like stop the plans from happening for
Yeah,
certain things. Um so there's so many factors wherein like a tag team has to not be a tag team anymore because one person is out and then they go on to do single stuff like with Kyle Fletcher. That was a very important thing that happened with Mark Davis going out and then he ended up like becoming like a big singles star on his own and then Mark Davis ends up getting over as a singles guy too later.
which
Um,
I think was gonna happen eventually with both of them. I don't know. I think uh, did you mean to say Jake Doyle earlier?
when
You said Kyle Fletcher. You mean to say Jake Doyle?
no, I meant Kyle Fletcher. but Jake Doyle.
Oh, okay.
No,
Oh, okay.
that was I was explaining like when Mark Davis first got injured, he left
He-
Fletcher on his own
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
basically,
got you.
and then actually yeah with Jake Doyle he
Yeah,
got hurt and then Mark Davis was left on his own, so it was a very similar thing that happened right there too. Even though I think they might have been going for Fletcher and Davis to face FTR probably for the tag titles or something before the injury for Fletcher, but who knows at this
yeah,
point because he was already TNT champion. So,
yeah.
but
I
yeah,
mean, I don't know. I think in a weird way it would hurt FTR if they like flip flop belts
it
too.
would
Like I
not,
wouldn't want.
it would not. But I think their main reason was the Cope and Christian thing. They want to be
Yeah,
strong enough to face them so that
true.
when they
Yeah,
lose, most likely, Cope and Christian would be like even they can't be more over than they already are. So it's really
yeah,
like FTR can go in as cold as they want. The Cope and Christian thing is always going to be like great, a great moment anyway. If that happens, most likely will, but 'cause I don't see Cope and Christian retiring yet.
Yeah,
At least before All In. I don't know if they retire together. It seems like, I swear it seems like Christian don't want to retire. I
yeah. I
swear
mean,
it seems like he still has a lot more to give than Christian. I mean than
yeah.
Edge than Cope.
I think because like probably Christian sees it as like Edge was that guy for so like Edge always overshadowed him.
Yes, yes.
So I definitely feel
They always compared them.
like
Everywhere
yeah,
Christian went, he was always comparable, or Edge was always like the person that people compared him to because they were like together for so long, and then Christian did. Honestly, Christian is like my probably my top five, top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time. He is like a such a timeless wrestler. He can always go in, do his like his Kenny match at All Out 2021. Yeah, 2021 was like fantastic, and their Rampage match that year too. That was a great match too when he won the Impact World Title. It was a very weird
yeah.
time.
But
Christian
but
beat.
Christian was never gonna like I don't want to say over, but like he was never gonna be given a chance in WWE either.
No, 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 no.
And that
Unfortunately,
fucking yeah,
he was almost
like
there, but then he ended up leaving, and I don't think they were gonna, because I think they were gonna have him and John Cena do a program in like 2006 before he left, and then I guess he ended up not staying, and then he went to TNA, became world champion there, and then he went back and became
yeah,
ECW champion. So
he had the big gold for not
this,
too long.
yeah, he had the world title for,
Yeah,
yeah, it was only like a few months, but
yeah,
his Randy Orton rivalry, that was great. I
yeah.
like that a lot. Even though I don't think he should have lost to Randy, because, well, I mean, it's Randy, so it's like, but I like their world title matches at least. I think that was the last
But
time he won it. I think.
when he came back to ECW, it
Mm.
was like it's Christian. Like that, I love that. That shit is so funny to me.
When I was watching at the time, I watched it when it came on, and I was like, why did he just act like this guy hasn't been gone for like 3 years or something? uh,
I don't know if that's true, but I heard somewhere that I think Vince was telling him
yeah,
to say
yeah.
it like so like monotone and
Yeah, yeah.
unenthusiastic.
I think he confirmed it. Todd Grisham, he confirmed it recently, or at some point he was like, yeah, yeah. Vince was like, just say that he's here, or something, that like,
Yeah,
don't sell it too much or something. I was like, all right, man. And the whole Christian thing in WWE, that is something that just doesn't make any sense at all. It's just very just dumb. How the way they treated him is just really just dumb. But there was nowhere else to go. So, and then
yeah.
he went to AEW eventually, and that's where he's been since. So
I feel like he kind of not I don't want to say finally, but like the whole with Nick Wayne, he got
hmm
that over
yeah,
like that dad shit.
I loved his Jungle Boy when he got Jungle Boy over too. Jungle
Mm,
Boy learned a lot from Christian in his
yeah,
when they were teaming, and then in their rivalry too. I like that a lot. And then Christian, I think he wanted to do more with Nick Wayne, but Nick Wayne got hurt and was out for a
mm,
while, and then I guess they were just like, all right, we can't postpone this longer. So they just, I think they did the one match, I think, and then that was it. It was the tag match, I think, with, yeah, it was Nick Wayne and Kip versus
yeah.
Christian and Cope at the pay-per-view or something.
That all out.
Was that All Out? Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
because it
so.
was in Toronto.
Oh, was it? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
do remember that. Okay.
You remember I was telling you yesterday? I remember the picture of Edge with a
Yeah.
maple leaf. Yeah,
Yeah. That's what's coming to my mind right now. It's just blue with all blue everything, and then the little maple leaf. Yeah. It was like a classic WWE poster from like
yeah.
2009, 2010. All right. All right, what's next? That
Um,
was yeah, we talked about the Tin Man. Not really too memorable, to be honest.
I think I forgot to write it down. The the Darby Kevin match.
Oh, okay. Is that the last match?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the last match.
Oh, okay. Well,
Um,
before that, the Roosh jobber match. Roosh, I think he's getting a push. I don't know if he's gonna be facing Darby. Uh, probably the week before Double or Nothing, because there's the pack match that just happened, and
yeah.
then Takeshita is fighting Darby this week instead of Okada, and then after that,
Um,
what happened?
I think it's gonna be a better match, but
But well,
like,
Takeshita and Darby.
yeah, to get to Darby,
Yeah,
I think it's
it's
gonna be a
definitely
better
gonna be
match.
better.
But
Yeah,
like,
I actually
I was so excited
I
for
did
Okada.
yeah I did want to see the Okada, see how Darby and Okada
Yeah,
wrestle each other. I wanted to see that. I'm sure that it'll probably still happen before Double or
yeah.
Nothing. We'll see.
Do you know why he's going to Japan?
I don't personal
Oh,
reasons. That's what they said, but
true. Oh,
I,
yeah,
maybe if anything, I don't I wouldn't put it past them, but I can see them doing that in kayfabe and being like, Okada can't make it. So they put in Takeshita, and then Takeshita loses to Darby, and then Okada comes out and laughs at Takeshita and be like, "Oh,
yeah,
I could beat him next week."
yeah.
And then
I
they're set
mean,
that
they
match up
might.
for next week or something.
I don't know if I'm coping a little bit, but fucking Okada, maybe has dark match if he comes. Like that might just be cope.
What you said? You said dark match?
Yeah, he might have like a dark match or
Oh,
something
maybe,
afterwards,
maybe.
but I think I'm just coping because I think I was excited. I mean, I'll see him at fucking All In,
Yeah,
but
that's
I was
true.
like, damn, Okada early
That's true.
or not All In,
Double or
Double or
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's true. You will get the most likely better match then.
yeah.
Uh,
I think my fucking brain. I'm so scared. I think my fucking brain's gonna come out of my skull. Like fucking watching Takeshi Okada live.
yeah, I really hope that match delivers because I like their C2 match at World's End.
Yeah,
Even though I feel it was starting to pick up a lot, like we were talking about yesterday, the Okada matches, like it starts to pick up and then it ends. I wish it picks
yeah,
up and it keeps picking up for like maybe 5 minutes
yeah.
at the most.
But I think if anybody would take the fucking like take Okada to that next level, it's definitely Takeshita.
Yeah, for sure. They can actually have
And you
like a
gotta
long
think
match now.
you gotta think too. There's no barrier of like communication too. I don't know how they
Mm.
call matches, but definitely with
Uh,
the Japanese
well,
probably
they
helps
know
out a lot
English.
more.
They know English, and
Yeah,
I'm sure they know like certain phrases or something to
yeah.
like.
No, I definitely know they could call
Yeah,
matches, but I think when it's probably gonna be a lot easier for them. You
yeah,
know what I
for
mean?
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really hope there's no shenanigans this time though. Like there's no like
Oh
screwdriver
yeah.
or
Oh, but Don Callis turned it on some one of them.
uh
That would be cool.
it's most likely gonna happen. That you'll
Yeah,
definitely
like
see
I would
that
be.
finally.
Yeah.
What if Callus turns on Okada?
Ooh, I
That would
mean,
throw everybody off.
that would just be it would be like a hard sell though, I think, to say like, you know.
Yeah, because
But I
what
think
happened? What would
yeah,
happen with Okada after that? Because he's been very heelish, and Takesha's been on
yeah.
the good side
But
recently.
I could see it happening, but trying to say like Takeshi would always be better than Okada.
True, and Takesha's younger too, and Doc Callis loves
Yeah,
his young guys. So
yeah,
so Okada, he's not an old yeller yet. But
yeah,
Kenny at the time when he was with Callis, he wasn't. It was before all of his injuries, so
yeah.
was I don't know. Okada hasn't really been shown to have any injuries or anything, so Don Callis still has uses for him. And yeah,
Yeah,
I think Callis has been playing it up a lot. Even Fletcher, when Fletcher was before he got hurt, like he was basically like the keeping the peace type of wrestler, type of character
yeah,
with them. He was trying to stay on both of their good sides, and then Takeshi was like, "I can't believe you," and with
yeah.
Protokada, and then
That shit was so funny. That
yeah,
backstage segment. I love the fucking Don Callis backstage segment with
yeah, I do
the three
too.
of them. Yeah,
Yeah, I miss that so much. I miss that a lot. But yeah. Maybe Fletcher will be there at Double or Nothing and come out to congratulate Takeshita if he
um,
wins. I hope.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be cool.
I don't know. I think Kyle Fletcher coming back is a possibility. I think Jake Doyle coming back is a
I
possibility.
don't
I would
know
say those are.
how long do you need for a bicep
Or you know what?
injury?
I might not because now that I'm thinking about it, I think it's like 7 months
Oh,
on that.
okay. 'Cause I know
'Cause
it's
I
a
think he got
bicep.
surgery. Now that I say that, yeah. Um,
I think
okay.
he must have had gotten surgery pretty soon after because AEW has pretty good medical stuff. So they like as soon as like some sort of injury happens, they're really quick about getting them fixed up.
I I definitely hope that because he had to have a GoFundMe for his
He,
first bicep tear,
yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah,
that is fucking crazy. Like,
yeah, and he was under contract with
I
TNA too. So
yeah, that is like I can't like I know it's common, but I can't imagine working for a company like a wrestling company,
yeah,
getting injured from said wrestling, and have to fucking
they're I think TNA's whole thing was
not be able to pay for it.
yeah, if it didn't happen in their ring, they're not liable for it, which is just dumb, really, because it's still your contracted talent, no matter where he got hurt. So, because I don't know if that's happened in AEW yet, where wrestlers gotten hurt on the indies, and or like a serious injury on the indies or something where they had to take time off for something. Because I'm sure Tony Khan
Well,
would help them, would work with them.
I I know it came out that he paid for Will's neck surgery,
Uh huh.
like out
Yeah,
of his
yeah.
own pocket,
Uh huh.
but don't I don't see that as him doing a good thing necessarily because it's
Uh
like you know how much money he's gonna make from this, right? Like that is
huh.
whatever he makes is
True.
nothing compared to whatever he's gonna make.
True.
Like I think it's cool that he paid for it, but at the end of the day, we're not gonna like I think it's dumb to not act like something else is going on.
Yeah.
Like he's invested in his health. He
Yeah.
needs Will to work for him.
Yeah. True.
Um, but what was it? Eddie Kingston that broke his foot in a New Japan match?
It was his knee or something. It was
Yeah,
I think it was his knee or something. He got suplexed by Gabe Kidd. It was a dumb spot. He shouldn't have did it anyway,
yeah,
but it was like on a guardrail. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure his medical was paid, so he didn't. I don't think he.
yeah,
There wasn't anything that came out that said that he needed like extra help for it. So I'm sure Tony
yeah,
Khan or someone uh paid for it or like medical or insurance or something did
yeah.
went through with
'Cause
it or
I can
whatever.
imagine being out with an injury, especially like a wrestler,
Hmm.
must be fucking hard,
Yeah,
like mentally.
yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure
Yeah,
it's. I know, like even for like a Fletcher, like his thing wasn't as severe as a lot of other injuries, but especially being like the champion, TNT champion at the time, and being involved with like a storyline, a wrestler going out while they have so many like big responsibilities, and then everything just gets cut because you hurt, so you can't do anything, can't show up to work, can't wrestle or anything. I'm sure
yeah,
it takes a toll on your mentally, on your mental health for sure. I'm sure, but you know, at least like they have their like it's not anything serious for some wrestlers. Most of the time, they come back, they get put back into plans. Because there's still wrestlers that are they be out for a long time. Uh, like a year.
Keith,
Like Kenny was out for a long time. Uh, but
who's so in for Keith Lee?
I know.
Yeah,
That's I don't know what's going. I don't know if it's his like his respiratory health or something internal with him. I think it is.
yeah, yeah,
Because he confirmed that he was feeling fine like a year ago. He was like,
yeah,
it's not up to me, basically. He said, but I don't know if it's like still like a current like reoccurring problem for him because he hasn't. It's been like 2 years since he's wrestled, so
yeah,
or something like that. It's been a long time, and he's still under contract, so I don't know. Because I was waiting for him to. I thought he was going to be a challenger for Swerve when Swerve was champion, and he never. They never did that. They never even. I don't.
yeah,
I think they did one singles match. I don't remember if they even did because they were building up towards it, and they may have did a singles match. I'm not sure, but that was a while ago.
yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see about Keith Lee and these other people that be out for a while. Um,
Uh, you want
but
to talk about Mark Davis?
yes.
We
Oh,
could
wait,
wrap it up.
we didn't even talk about Darby. We didn't even talk about
Did
that
we
match.
not? Oh, oh shoot! I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like that match was very much like it could have been better than what
what
it. Or you know, I'm never mind.
what
I'm I'm
Darby and
reali
Knight
Yeah,
or
no, I'm realizing what happened.
oh
Yeah,
okay,
Darby and not Hook.
Kevin Knight or
Kevin Knight. I
yeah.
forgot. I forgot a lot of those spots. I said that when it all came coming back. That shit was.
Yeah, they
Uh,
went crazy. T- Kevin Knight, he's showing why he's in the spot he's in.
yeah,
I'm really glad he's the TNT champion. I wish he beat Fletcher for it instead
yeah.
of what how did he win it?
Gauntlet.
Was it Casino? Okay, was it Casino Ghana?
Yeah,
Okay. I was like, I thought it was a multi-man match. But yeah, because they're setting him up for a big rest of the year. I don't know if he'll
yeah,
eventually be like world champion by the end of the year, but his charisma is off the charts. Um, and
yeah,
Darby is incredible. He really truly I wasn't
yeah,
sure how I was gonna like Darby's title reign. I knew he's very dependable. He's a very dependable pro
mm,
wrestler. He gets in there and he wrestles like it's his last match every single match, and
yeah,
you can tell, you can feel it, and you can feel the energy from him. And he's been a great champion. Um, and Kevin Knight is on that level, and Kevin Knight he beat him at the C2.
yeah.
They did this, the coast to coast spot when Kevin Knight injured Darby in the C2. They did that spot again. They did the Kevin Knight
The table.
lariat him through the off the
Yeah,
announcer's table. That was crazy. Kevin Knight ended up getting like a hobbling. He was hobbling after that spot, and that caused him to not be able to capitalize on the UFO, which he hit on Darby, and then it took him like maybe like 20 seconds or so to end up pinning him, and Darby kicks out. But yeah, Darby just I don't know. I don't know how he's doing it. I don't know how he does it every
yeah.
week. He has these
The
insanely bumpy matches. I don't know how his body is. I don't know how he's
I
standing
I
up.
just I think he's fucking like
Like,
like generational like person. Like the amount of shit he does, and he's like, yeah, I'm fine. Like
yeah,
let's
because
do it again.
especially
Like I
what
don't
he does
understand.
on his
And then,
off days, he'd be like
yeah, he's
crashing
taking these
cars and stuff.
twice. He's taking these bumps twice a week. It's not like just a dynamite. It's
Mm-hmm.
dynamite and collision, which
Mm-hmm.
I think is fucking wild.
Yeah, true.
I
Actually.
I think the only two I was thinking about this earlier. I'll say this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The only two bad things I have to say about Darby's title reign is sometimes I feel like Darby has very formulaic matches. Like I feel like this match with Pac was like I'm gonna I'm gonna get fucking murdered, come back, do
Yeah.
the low blow him, and then that's it.
Is that did he low blow pack?
Yeah, he did the belt to the face
Oh
and
my
then
god!
low
I
blowed
must
him.
have
I think.
missed that. Whoops.
Yeah,
I mean, I watched it twice. I must have missed that somehow. Because I knew I saw someone
it wasn't.
say on Twitter they were like, I don't know if I like the end of that match, and I was like, oh, what happened? And I guess I must have missed that part. I just remember him hitting the coffin drop, and that was it.
Yeah, I think he hits him with the belt, then coffin drops
Oh, okay.
like low blow when the ref was distracted. But I feel
Oh,
like that's the only thing. I feel like sometimes he has a little formulaic matches. I don't
mm,
like. I
yeah,
wish he was a little more offensive,
yeah.
and because I know he has that technical wrestling side.
Mm-hmm,
I know he could. I feel like he delivers a match where it's like fucking. It's like 80-20,
mm-hmm,
where 80% of it he's getting beat up, and
mm-hmm.
maybe 20% of it's offense. I know he could do a 50-50 offense getting beat up type match.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I know
for
he
sure.
has it in him.
Yeah.
And then I think what a lot of people have with this title reign, and I was thinking about this like today, is this title reign is fine. I think it's good, but I think people have it where one how he won the title,
Mm-hmm,
which I think in the perspective of MJF having that match with Kenny than having to fight Darby, not knowing. Like kayfabe wise, I think that makes sense how he lost it.
Yeah.
In that moment, did I feel some type of way and said, "Hey, maybe he shouldn't have won it like that"? Yeah, but I think this match at Double or Nothing, I think is going to be really good. But I think when you Darby Allin's title reign is bad because we're comparing it to MJF. We're
Mm-hmm.
looking at what we have and what we could have had,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's where a lot of people are getting caught up on not enjoying the title reign.
Mm-hmm. I agree. At first I was on the same boat as you. I was like, I didn't like the decision for MJF to lose it in the way he did, because I was like, he beat Hangman in his own match type. He beat Kenny in Canada. He
Kicked out the
beat.
One Wing Angel.
Don't say that. No, he
Kicked out the
didn't.
One Wing
No,
Angel,
he
brother.
didn't. No, he did not. That was
Second
like
person
20.
ever do that.
That was 20 seconds. He was in.
Still kicked
He
out.
was pinned in
Still kicked
20
out, brother.
seconds.
Still kicked out.
He had a 3 count times like what, 5 or times how many? How many to get whatever? He was pinned
That
like 4 times over. What? Okay, one thing I was gonna say this: if this was WWE, if there was some sort of like down referee spot, and Kenny hit the One Wing Angel on Roman would have kicked out at 2. Just saying,
yeah, true,
even
true,
without the referee there,
true.
because I think he did that to somebody. I forget who he hit. Somebody hit him with a finish, and then he kicked out at 2, and the crowd was counting, and he kicked out
Oh
or
yeah.
something. I forget what match it was. I remember seeing it on Twitter. I was like, oh my gosh, he can't even like just lay there until the referee comes. That was pretty funny. It was during his championship run. It was during his before Cody beat him.
Was
I
it
forget who it was.
was it Drew maybe?
Maybe it was Drew. I think it might have been Drew.
Yeah.
It was somebody. It was very funny to see. But yeah, MJF, he getting caught off guard with the Darby match makes sense in kayfabe, but come on.
Yeah.
Come
No,
on.
I agree. I think
He
I
even had
just
two
think
hours to prepare. So it's like, because
bro, no, that match was crazy. I don't blame him for getting squashed, bro. Come on.
yeah, I enjoyed the moment. I enjoyed the Darby moment, even though like
Yeah.
I didn't know what kind of match, if it was going to be like just a legitimate match or not, and it did not end up being that. So we're going to get the legitimate match at the pay-per-view, and MJF is most likely going to beat him back for it. But the thing is,
Yeah.
after that, does MJF drop it to Kenny after that? Like right after, like a month later? I
I
don't know.
just my thing with it is I feel like MJF was I don't think that title reign peaks. I
No, it
think
didn't. It didn't. It
you
was
had
really
a lot.
good. It
Yeah.
was really good, and it stopped when it was really good. So
Yeah.
at least it didn't start to get bad. Like there was no
Yeah.
drop off. Hangman,
Yeah.
Hangman, his title. Okay, Hangman started at the top, and then it was going
Yeah.
down. It just went
Yeah.
down.
Most
He
definitely.
he didn't have a gradual go up like as world champion.
So
It was just
Samoa
down.
Joe was
Yeah, it was.
this is him, and then it was the where he lost it.
Yeah,
That's where it went out was where he lost it. That shit was just a straight line.
yeah. Oh my gosh. I was talking about this recently too with so the Hangman situation. Hangman didn't have any challengers lined up. He had Moxley as the rematch. Then he had,
Yeah.
you said it was double. I mean, it was Forbidden Door right after. Uh,
Yeah. It was MJF.
yeah. So it was MJF and then
Yeah.
Fletcher at All Out and then Samoa Joe twice. So
Yeah.
he didn't have any, like MJF had like the red carpet rolled out for him when he won the title. It was Swerve,
Yeah.
it was Hangman, it was Andrade, it was Kenny,
Kenny.
it was Darby, it was it was Bandito, Brody. He had like
Yeah.
7
Yeah.
wrestlers lined up, and
Yeah.
he faced all of them, I think, except Andrade.
No,
He
I don't
didn't
think he
he didn't
fought
fight
Swerve.
Andrade. He didn't fight Swerve or Andrade actually. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
They were building up the Swerve and MJF match, a match at least. I don't think that has that match happened yet. I don't think so, right?
No, because they was Swerve was the number one contender, and then Kenny beat him because it was the
True.
EVP
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
match.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay. Because years ago, I think when MJF was first champion, um, or maybe it was in between. I don't remember. Or maybe a Swerve was champion. I don't remember. But they had like an altercation backstage, and I was like, oh yeah, this match hasn't happened yet. So eventually it will, and that'll be cool to see.
yeah,
But I don't. It should have happened if Swerve was still babyface, but they turned him heel before they could do that. So
yeah.
I wouldn't have mind seeing MJF versus Swerve for the title, but that could still happen if MJF beats Darby. So I guess we'll see. Because I don't know what Darby does when he loses the title, and I don't know what MJF does if he doesn't win the title. So uh he's gonna get his head
Gets his
shaved.
head shaved. Yeah,
Which I don't know if I see that happening. I don't mind it
I
because I don't think MJF would look bad bald. I don't think he will look bad bald.
yeah.
He'll just need to
Oh
like maintain his style, I guess. But
yeah. Look at Yuta. Yuta looks fine.
yeah, no. Well, Yuta,
Yeah, and
I think he was bald some years ago, and then he started to grow his hair out, and then
his hair's growing back
yeah, I
fast.
know
Holy shit.
it's already
Yeah,
almost where it was before. He needs to keep it at this length. I like it when it's short. I don't like it when it's long.
yeah,
He looks not weird, but he looks just he shouldn't have it long. He needs to have it at that same like shortness.
yeah,
Daniel Garcia, I have no idea why he shaved his head. I don't know why, because his hair is shorter than Yuta's now.
yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's a Death Riders thing. I don't know.
I think you got to be bald. Like
At
I think
least
Yuta got the
once.
pass. Yeah, like I like if I join the Death Riders, like man, you gotta shave it off. Right, man. I don't, I think I'm too young for this, but I guess I'll do it.
I don't think I would ever do that actually. I like my hair too much. Uh,
Yo, the fucking you get to come out and like order form and walk through the
oh
crowd and
yeah.
shit. Like you wouldn't shave your head for that? I would.
I love
My
their
hair grows back
entrance. I
fast.
love their entrance. I
Yeah.
haven't shaved my head in a while, but I'm sure my hair grows back. My hair grew back fast, pretty sure. If I were to
No,
shave it,
this shit bothers me. I will get my hair cut and I get the fucking neck beard like 3 days after. Like I hate having hair here. Like I'm gonna get my hair cut
I
soon,
do
so that's why.
too. Yeah, it grows back really fast. Like every time I
Yeah.
just shave this part, and then it grows back within like a week, and it's like, all right,
Mine is like 3 days. Like I'll be like,
man.
fuck. Like it's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Um, but yeah, Darby is going to be facing Takeshita, and then there's a few more weeks until Double or Nothing. They're most likely going to set up more challengers for him, and I don't mind this. I don't mind it because
Yeah.
his championship run is short and sweet. We all figured that was going to happen.
Yeah, I think I like what he's doing.
Yeah,
I can't remember the last time I've seen a world champion
week to week
spend their
defenses.
yeah week to week. Yeah,
I don't think it's ever been done in AEW. I think they recently said that he's had I don't remember what he did recently, but there's
I
actually
think they were saying like
yeah, there's never been like three consecutive defenses in like 3 weeks
yeah
or something like that, or something like
yeah
that. They said recently, and I was like, yeah, I mean, because it's usually some like the world title would be rarely defended on TV, and then the it'll be mainly defended on pay-per-views, but rarely it would be on
yeah.
TV. But yeah, Darby's a great TV
Maybe
world champion.
Punk maybe fucking last title reign I can think of when he was the WWE champion. Where he was defending on TV a lot.
Maybe I don't remember. Was that in like
Yeah,
20?
I have
When was that?
2013,
Oh, okay.
2012.
Yeah,
Like that's
probably.
well, I mean, I started watching wrestling between 2013 and
Oh, okay.
30. So, um,
Yeah.
when Roman wasn't there, I know Roman wasn't doing that.
No,
Roman could never.
he barely defended on the pay per views.
Yeah, I think
He
that
skips
I
pay
think
per
if they
views.
I think Bro would disintegrate.
Yeah. Apparently he might be leaving. I have no idea. Apparently, I don't know if he renewed his contract
Well,
or what yet, but I,
I there's a podcast I listen to.
uh
I I will say I think you probably feel the same way. I think it would be I don't want to become a trash WWE podcast because
No.
AEW doesn't care about us, WWE doesn't care about us. Doesn't matter. But,
Yeah.
and I don't really have a lot of necessarily good things to say, and I don't
Hmm.
want to, I want to talk shit about shit I like, but
Yeah.
my point
Yeah,
is,
true.
W- WWE now, a lot people are focusing more on the business
Hmm.
than the wrestling themselves. I have not heard so and so spot was good or this match was
They
good.
don't they don't
Hearing about
they don't care.
I'm hearing
It's
about
weird.
uh Kofi got released,
Hmm.
Zoe Stars got released, Aleister Black got released. Uh, this person's gonna take a pay cut.
Hmm.
Whatever it is, or I'm getting more commercials. I can't remember the last time I heard so and so match was good.
Uh-huh.
That this spot
Sure.
was good. It's
It's
I feel
always
like
numbers and logistics and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, and
I agree.
that shouldn't be
The talking point.
something. Yeah, that
Yeah.
and I think as fans, it's a little too we're knowing a little too much.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think that shouldn't. I think we should be focused on stories,
Hmm.
wrestling,
Hmm.
and what's to come
Yeah, I agree.
as fans. And this whole money situation is crazy.
Yeah, just like how every time like on Twitter I see it I've seen it for years where people are like saying AEW is doing good. The this match is good. This match is good. This match is good. And then someone comes out like a WWE fan or whoever just come around and say, but the ratings are down. And I was like,
Yeah,
who cares? Like that's not what we're
yeah,
talking about right now. We're
yeah,
talking about the
uh,
match quality or the match or the moment in this match, the spot
yeah,
in this match, or the storyline that's going on or whatever. But like they're always they're so ready to talk about something inconsequential to their daily lives
yeah,
or even to the product because
yeah,
I mean not seeing a wrestler who was there for a long time like Kofi and Xavier, not seeing
yeah,
them and then disappearing off of TV. Okay, we're like unfortunately they're not there no more, and then they're gonna go somewhere else most likely. So are
yeah,
you gonna watch them somewhere else? Or are you gonna or you just care about them being in a certain place? Um, and then yeah, I don't ever see fans of WWE talking about the matches ever.
yeah,
Like what you said, like in AEW, we that's all we talk about because
yeah,
that's what we care about. That's the most important thing is the matches and the storylines. And like you don't see, we're not about to be talking about. I mean, if someone leaves, we're gonna be like, oh, this person is not here anymore or something. But that's not like the most important part. Um,
yeah,
or like that's not what the conversation should be about. Um,
yeah,
like the main thing or like the only thing, because I don't know. It's the social media has not ruined, but like depends on where you're looking. Social media is like really bad for talking about wrestling
yeah.
online. Because I swear it wasn't like this until like the 2020s. It wasn't like this
I
until
think it's the tribalism too.
yeah. It's very much
Yeah,
tribalism,
most definitely.
but it's like I don't know.
I
People
I I think it. I think what it is too is like it's bottom of the barrel type
mm,
like shit.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Like we're already watching wrestling,
Uh-huh.
and then you're gonna talk to people on Twitter about it. Like we cannot be like you don't
And
got a lot going on.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
true. Like unless you're like talking about something that like I'm not about to talk about stuff that I don't like. I'm just gonna ignore it, or
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
gonna stay quiet about it.
yeah,
Or in order to bring uh attention to something I don't like and have like a proper discussion about it, we could do that. But
yeah,
uh I don't know. Negative like people go way too far with it and talk about stuff that isn't even like important to the TV really, like what's happening on
yeah.
the show. They talk about the stuff that
Uh,
happens outside of the show
Yeah.
or stuff that like ratings or views or whatever.
Ticket
It's
sales.
yeah, ticket sales.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes. I
arena like
find
the
that
arena,
so.
like how many people are in the arena or whatever too. So
Yeah, I find that such a weird conversation
it
because I think
is.
as long as and WWE, it's weird because
Mm-hmm.
I think AEW I think has the money to. This isn't like an AEW over WWE talking points,
Uh-huh.
but I think AEW has that machine behind it where it's like AEW doesn't necessarily need to be profitable
Mm-hmm.
for it to survive, and I
Yeah.
think what we're seeing with WWE now is they're trying to cut costs, and for what? Because they had that same thing where WWE is going to make money hand over fist,
Mm-hmm.
and them cutting, Kofi and all these people where they are benefiting you no matter how much you're paying them.
Yeah.
You know,
True.
just having them in the locker room,
Mm-hmm.
having them in catering, they
But
are
that
in a
yeah
way helping you.
yeah that's also like that's like a corporate thing where in order to
Yeah,
please the people who are invested into the company, that's why like have them being public, or I think they're are they still public or are they private now? I don't
I
remember
think they're public.
because they were public for a long time, but like
Yeah,
having people to answer to and have people
yeah,
to keep numbers a certain way. If you're not,
yeah,
especially if a certain talent isn't being used too much, then they're like, why is this person here? Cut this
yeah.
person,
Or look at
yeah.
Christopher Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
Bro don't even wrestle anymore. He's still worth having there.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like I'm sure they still keep like AJ Styles. He retired and then he's working backstage, I think. So
yeah,
they do that with some people, but not too many. Um,
yeah,
so Kofi could have been a good guy to keep around. I don't know why, but maybe because he wants to still wrestle, and if they were to keep him, he wouldn't be wrestling anymore. Maybe.
yeah,
'Cause I don't know how old Kofi is. I know he's in his 40s, but uh, I'm sure he can still. There's still some good matches he can put on. I'm sure, and I know that most likely they're gonna end up in AEW, which is gonna be cool to see.
yeah. Fucking them versus the Bucks,
Mm-hmm.
FTR. It's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, yeah, I'm very much excited for that. When that does happen. And
Yeah.
what do you feel about Alistair not coming back to AEW?
I mean, so I'll when Ricochet got released
Uh-huh.
or left, he left.
Hmm.
Um, I I didn't think AEW was a spot for him, and that's something
Ricochet?
I'm was wrong. Yeah, I think I was like, I see him going to Indies, Japan. I think he would find success there.
Uh-huh.
But I think AEW, I think that's something I was very wrong about in hindsight.
Well, the thing is, Ricochet he fits very much into AEW because a lot of the AEW wrestlers are former like people he's come up with from the indies.
Yeah,
So like and they wrestle a lot in PWG, New Japan. He wrestled a lot of people all over the place that are already working there. So it was pretty like a pretty good fit for him. But he's come into like even better wrestler than he was before at his
yeah.
age.
But
He's in like his
but
30s still, I think, but he's still like great, and he's still like even if he wasn't doing like as much promo heavy stuff as he is doing now, he's still a great like wrestler to put on just like random matches. He can put on you
yeah.
put anywhere on the card and he's gonna have a fantastic match. So, but
But also it's a style too. He's
mhm,
a way better AEW style wrestler than
yeah,
WWE.
yeah, way better.
Like,
And
yeah, I
I
think
think when he
for him,
was wrestling in WWE, he was still putting on pretty good performances.
yeah,
Like their thing is with WWE, like once you get something like a like he used to do the I think he did the 630 there, but he used to do the shooting star also. So he was like a very like ooh ah wrestler there. But in AEW,
yeah,
like he can have like a mix of a bunch of different styles, and he's not like a ooh ah wrestler anymore. He's like a
yeah.
he's like a I don't know. He's a lot more lethal now because he can
Mhm.
do a lot more different things than just doing like what they wanted him to do over there. So
Yeah, like the fucking the what is it, solar flare, that move looks crazy. And it's not him doing a lot.
which one? Solar Flare.
The one where he's in the corner and he like hits him. It's kind of like a hidden blade.
Oh, that's the not the
Yeah.
Solar Flare. That's the Spirit
Oh,
Gun. Spirit Gun.
Spirit gun. Yeah, bro.
I was like,
Wrong
Solar.
anime.
I think Keith Lee does the spirit bomb and and
Wrong.
the
Wrong.
big is it Big Bang? Nah, I don't know if it's Big Bang attack, but I think the spirit bomb he does. I was like solar
Wrong.
flare, wrong
Wrong
anime.
anime. Wrong anime.
That's a pretty cool move. He
Straight up.
just pokes somebody in the
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, Alistair
And I
Black.
like the
Oh yeah, what happened?
the fucking Rico Salt.
Yeah,
I love that with him. I think that's a highlight of the Jericho feud.
true. He actually took something from Jericho. It's pretty funny. Which I mean makes sense because Jericho's old and like he can't really do it too much, and Ricochet is showing him that age is on his side and he can do it a lot better than Jericho can now. So I like that story beat a little bit. I'm sure it's gonna come to play at the pay per view. Ricochet is probably gonna try it, and then Jericho's probably gonna end up rolling him up or something to pin him.
Yeah, they with the elite joining that match, there's no way fucking
Yeah, I don't see
Man's
them
gonna win.
losing. Yeah, especially if it's gonna be the Don Callis like lower end card guys. Like if they put
Yeah.
Trent and Rocky in there instead of like.
Ooh, they could keep them. I don't like seeing them.
I
I think
they're
I
okay. They're a good lower card, mid card tag team. They are,
yeah
but uh, they're not too dangerous and too like lethal for like if they put El
yeah
Clone and Hechicero in, okay, that's way better. They should that
yeah
should be the wrestlers they put in there instead of Trent and Rocky, but it'll probably be Trent and Rocky.
yeah because they got the FTR thing going on too.
What
Fuck
who?
it. Uh, Trend or RPG Vice.
Do they?
They're aligned with them. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
remember
yeah, yeah.
they
Okay,
went in
yeah,
the
yeah,
locker
yeah.
room?
I thought you meant they were facing them. I was like, oh no, that they haven't wrestled, have they? But yeah, yeah, I remember that now. That was like some random thing. Like they were like in FTR's locker room for some reason,
Yeah,
and Cope and Christian went looking for them, and they were in there for some reason. I was like, why are they in FTR's locker room? Why does FTR have their own locker room?
why they should. What are
I
you, the
know,
best
I
tag team of all
know,
time?
I know.
What are we talking about?
Oh, oh man,
They beat the Young Bucks. They beat Coping Christian.
yeah.
Gonna beat them again. Like 11-time World Tag Team Champions. We can't. They
Are they?
and you say they shouldn't have their own. I mean, not like
Well,
with all the
all
companies.
together?
Like yeah,
I guess I guess they are, huh? Oh shoot, I didn't even realize it was that
they
many.
they, they come out with the 11X on their
Oh,
trunks.
they do, they do. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
but yeah, they'll be like, of course they should have their own locker room. What are we talking about?
The Young Bucks used to have to get dressed under the bleachers.
No
Oh,
way. Is that
well,
like lore information I know
that was after they lost their EVP status last year.
about?
They were
I
in
wasn't
like
watching it weekly.
oh okay they were in like broom closets and stuff. They were having to get dressed in like broom closets and in the hallways and stuff. It was pretty funny.
I mean,
Um,
that's what happens when your second best tag team sucks to suck.
oh man.
That's I think it was Matt Cardona talking about like an indie show, and he was saying like the locker room's like an alleyway for an indie he was at.
Yeah, I know. Like some indies, like yeah, they don't have much room to work with. Some like they just go like if it's in like a if it's in like a not like a bingo hall, but if it's in like a little small little place, like how I don't know how DPW like how was DPW's like not
Um,
like how was their venue?
Depending on the arena, so they ran in the Durham Armory. I think it was theirs upstairs that they
Mm.
had,
Oh, okay.
and in the Durham Convention there was a Marriott. So like you had the Armory, and then across the street was a Marriott.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it was like a ballroom kind of thing.
Oh, yeah,
But I
yeah.
don't know. Oh, I think it was. I think they had like dividers, like, big dividers. And
Oh,
that's how they
okay.
made it backstage area.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember seeing like one of their backstage little videos and seeing some of the backstage stuff, like some of the backstage area they had. Um but yeah, like
Oh, I
ooh,
went to the
excuse me.
last indie show I went to. It was a new like it's DCW.
Mm.
Um,
I think I know what that is actually.
Bojack's the champion.
Mm-hmm.
Diego Hill had a match. Trying to think who else. They I forget his last name. Jason. He's in TNA.
Jason?
Uh, yeah, Jason Nash, I think.
I don't know, maybe.
They have like NWA. They had Savannah Evans from TNA,
Hmm.
the women's champion.
Mm-hmm.
But I went and I was like, I never been this late before. I went in the back door and I'm looking at the like the backstage and I'm like, where the fuck am I at? And I walked around. I couldn't find an entrance. Walked back and I'm like, I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I sat there for like a good second and I said, I just walked around somewhere and anyway, just give me
Oh,
one
you're
second.
good.
But I walked around some more, and I was like, "Oh, this is the entrance," and it took me way longer than I should have. And I was like, I sat there and I was like, I'm not supposed to be here right now.
That's pretty funny. Oh man. When I was going to PWG shows like in 2014, 2015, the venue was like really small, like very small. And the venue, there was no air conditioning. There was no ventilation at all. There was no
Oh,
windows.
yeah,
There was no windows. It was only a door.
yeah,
And the door was like pretty far from anything else. So it was always hot and sweaty in there. But it was always fun. It was the
yeah.
best pro wrestling experience I've ever had in my life. Like every time I went, it was always great. Um, I saw not Kevin Steen's last PWG match or his last indie match, one of his last indie matches. The Bucks versus Candice and Joey Ryan. Uh, Roderick Strong, he was PWG champion. Me and him share a birthday too. That's pretty cool.
Oh no way.
Yeah, I think
Hey,
Hangman's. Uh huh.
have you met Roger Strong?
I was at PWG when he was there. I don't think I met him, but because he was a
Oh,
heel at the time, and he was never like with PWG. With the way they set up, like because before and after the show, they have like wrestlers like in the ring and selling their merch and stuff and meeting fans and stuff. It was really cool. The Young Bucks I met, Young Bucks. I met Ricochet. I met Zack Saber. I met I met Adam Cole twice.
oh,
I met but a bunch of them twice. I met AJ for my second time AJ Styles. My second time meeting him was at PWG, and after his match, after the show was done, I thought he left because his match was like way earlier, and he only had one match. It was during a tournament. It was called PWG Bola, and he ended up losing pretty early on. And I was like, okay, he must have left. And then after the show, I had saw him outside. Well, I was outside because I was waiting on my ride, and I saw him. He came out the door. He looked at me, and he came over to talk to me. And I was like, what is going on here? He was my favorite wrestler
friendship.
at the time too. So it's like,
Oh no way. I would
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
he was my favorite wrestler since like 2006. And I was talking to him about it because he was in New Japan. He was the champion at the time, and I was like, man, I miss seeing you on TV in America. And I watch you in Japan all the time. I'd be staying up late to watch you, and it's always really cool to watch you. I love you, man. And and he was like, I don't know, I don't remember what he said, but it was just a random conversation. I wish I took a picture. I didn't take a picture. I
yeah.
still to
Sure.
this day, because it was really dark. There was no lights, so like it was
Yeah,
like I don't know. I swear it felt like he came out looking for me because I was the only one
yeah,
out there because he was waiting on a ride. He was waiting on someone was taking him to the airport because he had to wrestle in Japan the next day and
yeah.
in New Japan, and he was like, "Oh, this is my ride, man." And I was like, "All right, man, it's good to see you and hope you kill it in Japan and stuff." So that was like one of my favorite pro wrestling moments or rest like as a fan. That was one of my favorite moments. I think that was before I started training too. So that was 2014, pretty sure. So and then I started training later that year, and then 2015 I had got hurt. I had got a lung infection, and then
Oh
I
damn.
never went back. I wish I
Yeah,
did, but it was just something that ate away at me because I was like, man,
yeah,
I don't want something to happen to me this early. Like I was only like 20, 21 at the time. Um, but the time I spent in training, that was like just incredible stuff. Really, like some stuff I wouldn't I would always like keep with me forever. I swear it feels like after I hit that ring for the first time, it felt like like I was bonded to it for
Yeah.
life. But it also it took away something. It took away like every day I get up from then point on. I swear it felt like it aged me. It aged me up
Yeah. Yeah.
like 20 years. I swear it did. Because I still have like I have really bad back problems.
I
Um,
had I got back problems and I fucking never wrestled. Like
I think yeah, I would have had back problems anyway, but I think if anything, I think the bumps helped my back. If anything,
it's crazy.
my first night of training, I had did they made us do like legit like 500 squats, and
Ooh.
it was like 40 it was 40 trainees, uh, or 40 it was like 40 or 50 of us, and I think they said at the time that was their biggest class, and a bunch of people ended up dropping out that day, and then it went down to like 20 something, and then eventually it went down to like 15 or less than 15, and I was still there training for a while, and then I ended up getting a lung infection. But after I did those squats, like 2 days later, not the next day but the day after, my legs were so swollen I couldn't even walk,
Ooh.
and
Yeah.
and I had to call out of work like 2 or 3 days in a row because I couldn't do anything. I literally couldn't walk.
Yeah.
I was in the bathtub soaking for days, and like my legs were like this big, like they
Ooh.
were
Yeah,
swollen.
it's crazy.
It was nasty. I never had that happen in my life. I'm sure I probably wasn't the only one, but they made us do like 600 squats.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way, because they were trying to get people to quit, and a lot of people were just doing them, and then some people were like throwing up, and it was weird. It was crazy. It was
Yeah, that sounds
ridiculous.
fucking wild.
Oh
Were you
yeah,
getting hazed? Like, holy shit.
definitely 100%. It was, I swear they acted like we were in an army. I was like, because they
Yeah.
were making us do squats, and then they making us do runs, and then making us do like the little side to side little I forget what they're called. It was basically just working out. We didn't even touch the ring.
Yeah. That
There
that
was
shit sounds
like
like a fucking I didn't call the cops on a fraternity. Holy shit.
it was crazy. Brody King was there too.
Oh, no
I
way.
trained with him. I trained with him for a while there. It was the same school he went to, and he was always pretty cool. He was a pretty cool guy. There was at one point he had to uh, do a forearm back to our backs. Um, and he like I didn't even feel it. Like he did it, but like I didn't even like feel it when he did it to me.
Yeah.
He
You're
wasn't
like, I'm
there
so in
too
for it.
often. But we had to like sell, like they wanted us to sell it, so it's like
Yeah.
like you could feel the impact, but it was very like light, and he was I don't think he was like he wasn't even like wrestling at the time. He was still training. Maybe he had a match or two at the time, but it was like yeah, like 2014. Um, that's the one guy that made it out of there. That made it to like a national scene in AEW, and I'm so proud of him to this day. I'm so proud of like that I actually got to be in the same like ring with that guy. He's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's what I love about indie wrestling. I feel like it's like you see like people like go to different companies and do different stuff.
Hmm. Yeah,
I
man.
feel like
I
that's one of the
have
things I like love about indie wrestling.
there was a girl I trained with. She had a jobber match on Raw against Nia Jax, I think. That was in like
Hmm.
2015, 2016, I think. I was like, oh wow, that's Heather. Her name's Heather Monroe, and I trained with her, and she's off and on indie now. She just had a baby, I think, or she's having a baby soon, and it was really cool to see her at the time because she was like just barely starting out, like in like
Yeah.
2015. It was like a year or that same year that she started training. So I was like, because Santino's the school Santino Bros, they had like really good connections at the time. So a lot of the trainees used to get jobber matches every time they came to LA for a WWE came to LA or whatever. They would get spots for the people that worked. I mean that wrestled for Santino's and stuff. It was cool. It was cool. If I probably didn't get hurt, I probably would
Hmm.
definitely be doing something right now, for sure. But
No,
yeah,
it's never too late.
it's not. It's not. It's definitely not. I'm only 32, so at this
You
point,
better got like a little bit to your proms left. You know what I'm saying? You got time.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you could
It's
be like staying.
huh? You said
I
what?
say you could be like staying. You wrestle in your 60s.
True, true. I don't have many numbers on my bump card yet, so I have time. Yeah, but at the time, I wanted to be a like high flyer wrestler, and then eventually I was like,
Yeah,
well, at first, before I like started training, I was like, I want to be a hardcore wrestler. I don't know why. I didn't want to bleed. I definitely
yeah.
don't want to bleed now. But I think at the time I was in high school
No,
when I was thinking about that, and I was like, I do want to do that, but I also want to do this. And then it evolved into wanting to be more technical and more mat based than like high flying because I don't think my knees can support it anymore. Unless I train my knees up, but my knees are like
yeah.
cracking. They're cracked like every day. So,
Ooh.
but I also don't stretch. I should stretch, but yeah,
No, I feel like a lot of like I imagine wrestlers they probably like whatever like match they seen or
mm,
whatever. They're like, I want to do this move that I just seen.
yeah, true. Yeah, that's how people get. Yeah, lots of wrestling moves get stolen all the time. Today I think at Backlash or something, not Osprey. He wishes he was Osprey. Seth Rollins.
Oh, I
He was
seen that.
doing. He was trying to do some Osprey spots, and he couldn't do any of them, not correctly at
Yeah,
least. And someone said, I didn't know. I guess Rollins had did like when someone tries to clothesline Osprey and then he flips over and he like does a power
yeah.
bomb. Apparently Seth Rollins did that first. I never seen him do it ever, but apparently he used to do it or something. And I was like, oh,
Uh,
I guess he tried to do that spot, but he couldn't. He like landed on his
uh,
head.
I don't. I think it doesn't matter if you make the move in wrestling. You just got to be the most popular one to do it.
Yeah, nah, it definitely
Yeah,
like as long as it because Jade she hit the one wing angel at WrestleMania.
yeah,
Michael Cole called it like something. I don't remember what he called it. I remember the the clip, and Kenny was like very appreciative. He was like, it was really cool to see
yeah.
One Wing Angel at WrestleMania, right? I was like, yeah, that's really cool. It's a really cool like moment for that something like that to happen. But yeah, true. Like there's
And I think
every single wrestling move has been stolen from someone.
yeah,
The standard suplex used to be a finisher, so it's like it's just you have to evolve with the times. That's really it.
but like Kenta and Punk, like
The GCS.
yeah, GTS, like that's like that's Kenta's move, but
Yeah.
is it really like
Well, the thing is with that, uh, Punk obviously he was in a bigger company, so he had more eyes to
yeah,
to do that move to people. Kenta obviously not too many people have seen Kenta do it compared to Punk, but uh it all depends on how they do it too. Like Punk, his is very like light. He obviously doesn't like
yeah,
super like concuss someone with his knee when
yeah,
he hits them. So it's just different like different variations of it that are like that are done in a to differentiate them, I guess. Because
yeah.
Kenta he just goes right for the head. It is really nasty looking, but Punk's is very safe looking. So, and sometimes I swear that every time he used to do it, people used to always like you see them like protect their chin when he hit,
Yeah,
and then they just fall and then he pins them. I think
yeah.
John Cena used to. I think John Cena actually got hit with it a few times just to.
He had to because
Huh?
how many fucking matches I'm like he probably had to because of how many matches they had.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, you want to talk about Mark Davis and then we can wrap it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. 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 We could do
Right.
that. because we talked
Yeah.
about it earlier. And then we had to scrap that. Okay, yeah, Mark Davis and Jack Perry had their match on Collision today. Um, Mark Davis has been on a really good run this year. Even with his tag team stuff with Jake Doyle, it was going up, and then Jake Doyle ended
Yeah.
up getting hurt, so he unfortunately had to take a step back, and then he was actually put on a bigger path as a singles wrestler. He fought and beat Will Ospreay recently
Yeah.
by count out, but it's still a win. It's still his biggest
No, I
win of
think it
his
was
career.
not like wasn't referee
We're
stoppage
free
the
stoppage.
technically?
Yeah, right. It
Yeah.
wasn't count out. Yeah. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I
Yeah.
forgot. He
We
was
gotta put some
outside the
respect on
ring,
his
but
name.
yeah. And then I don't know who else he's beaten recently, but he's been on a pretty good winning streak. Um, uh, Davis has been like he's been going up the Don Callis ladder, especially because Fletcher is out, so he's been climbing
Yeah.
the Don Callis ranks. So he's now most likely above El Clone, Hechicero, Trent, um, Rocky. He's right under Takeshita. He's right under Okada, Fletcher,
Okay.
Takeshita, right under that area.
I'll say Andrade too.
Oh yeah, Andrade. I forgot. I think
Yeah.
Andrade. I don't think we talked about this, but I think he might be leaving the Don Callis family soon. Um,
Yeah. I
but
could see it.
I can see that. But we'll see. We'll talk about that later in later weeks if that does happen. But
Because I'll say the thing with the belt where he wasn't even talking about his belt. Don Callis,
whose belt?
uh,
Davis's?
Andrade's.
Oh, Andrade. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He didn't bring that
Yeah.
up. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he just won the global title from Suji, and what was it called? Did he have it on Dynamite, or
It
when
was
when
tonight,
they
I think. Yeah, it was tonight.
Andrade was Andrade there tonight?
Yeah, they were in the backstage segment.
Was that Andrade? Oh, maybe I didn't notice that was Andrade. I remember it was
Yeah.
it
It,
was. Oh no, it was Takeshita. No, maybe not.
no,
That was the
I
late.
maybe the four of them. We might be talking about two different promos, but I
Maybe,
know Andrade
maybe.
was definitely there.
Was he? Maybe I do. Maybe I forgot about because I know Davis was there and
Yeah.
Callis was there and there was another person there. I guess that was I thought I didn't know who that was. Maybe that maybe that was Andrade. I didn't notice. Did he say anything? I don't think he said anything.
No, he just
Oh,
sat
okay.
there
That's probably
because
why I wasn't paying attention to him. That's probably why.
he is the IWGP Global Heavyweight
Yeah,
Champion, the white
yeah.
one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they didn't say nothing about him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Don Callis, he likes to pick and choose his favorites, and that rubs them the wrong way. It's very funny to
Um,
see.
if you were to join one AEW faction, what would it be? They said, come be a member.
Huh?
If you had to join one AEW faction, they're like, whatever faction, they're like, come be a member. What would it be?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, the elite.
Of
Without
course.
question.
Okay.
If it was because the elite they're not even like a faction right now. So if it's not them, um probably the Don Callis family, honestly. I
Okay.
feel safe with them.
Okay.
There's so many of them.
True. True. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I was gonna say Don Callis, but I think with with the everyone gets just lost in the shuffle. I feel like
Yeah,
if I join, I'll be joining Death Riders. I'll shave my head.
but you'll get beat up. You'll be
Start,
you'll
start
be you'll be the pin eater.
Yes, that's fine. I'll start like
Yeah,
doing weird
that's
sit
true.
ups on people's necks and stuff. I'll be fine.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, the safe bet is Don. Safe bet is Death Riders. Uh,
No, I think safe bet is Don Callis family because you ain't doing shit. Like
I
Josh
I
Alexander,
guess
where has
yeah.
he been? Like you ain't gonna do shit.
Oh, he's
You could
hurt.
not be on TV.
He's hurt.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
hurt.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
He has the same injury as Kota Ibushi. I'm pretty sure. Like he has, I think he had a knee injury or something. Like it's crazy how that works out. Well,
Yeah.
not positively, but like a negative thing because he had well Ibushi. That was a weird spot anyway. Like that was just a freak thing, but he had ended up getting like I don't remember what kind of injury it was, but it was a knee injury. And then Josh Alexander has
Was
the
that never
same one.
presented for?
I think it was just on Collision or Dynamite. It was just a regular
Uh,
show, pretty sure. I think it was a taping. I think it was a taping of Collision. I think because it was before. It was while Kenny was doing something. It was before Kenny came back from something, and and
'Cause
Kota Ibushi was wrestling Josh Alexander.
oh, you know what? I probably wasn't watching it at the time.
Probably not.
But
That was like mid to late 2025. It wasn't that long ago.
yeah,
it was at some point last year.
so I started watching it, the C2 weekly.
Oh, okay, yeah. It was before that, I'm pretty sure, yeah. But Jack Perry not being champion anymore, he's probably gonna move to either he's gonna stay in the national excuse me, he's probably gonna stay in the national title scene or be moved to the TNT maybe. I don't know if I see Jack Perry
Yeah,
being higher than or maybe they if Luchasaurus is healthy, they go back to the tag titles. I wouldn't mind that.
yeah. I want to. Yeah, I was
But
gonna say I could see Continental too, but I don't see. I don't think. I think Moxley is. I can see Moxley holding it past all honestly.
they I don't know what John Moxley's gonna do whatever with that title. So that
Yeah,
I don't see that title moving anywhere anytime soon. They don't really have any direction for it besides with whatever that Moxley is doing. It's
yeah,
like it's just like a placeholder thing until like C2 comes around. I want to say the rumor is this year C2 is actually going to be a cup. Like it's going to be like it's going to be a trophy for a trophy and not for the title. So they may phase the title out and because they don't need it. It's really not needed. I was saying last night, it's like the only continental like rules matches are with the title on the line. There's no division
yeah,
for it. Like there's no like if Juice Robinson faced Speedball um in the continental match or continental uh rules match. Or like they don't even do that. They should do that.
yeah,
I don't know why they
yeah.
don't, but that could be a good thing. Like Jack Perry could work his way up to face Moxley instead of having
I
eliminator matches.
yeah. I feel like the mid card like they put him against like mid card guys, but they don't. I feel like they don't put him against like
The other top guys, no.
yeah. Like I feel like he needs like a top guy to go against. But
Yeah.
I I think his title reign. I really liked it. Like his singles matches, I think have all been really good.
Yeah. Moxley
Yeah. So
is really good, yeah.
yeah, I'm like I really like him with the Continental Champion.
I do
I think
too, but I don't know if he has to have a title to be motivated to do something like to have good matches because he was world champion last year and he was putting on not bad matches but okay matches for a world champion.
yeah,
Darby is blowing his last year's reign out of the water. Like
yeah,
like week to week having great matches on TV. Moxley uh the Continental Championship is something I guess to keep him wanting to wrestle more or like do stuff with. But I think like with the top guy situation with him, like he doesn't wrestle other top guys because one, he faced all of them and beat all of them last year, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Or most of them. And they're all like that's all they're all pretty much in the world title scene anyway. I wouldn't mind Kevin Knight and John Moxley facing for the Continental title or not. I don't think they'll do like a double Jeopardy or TNT title match. I don't think John Moxley would do that. But even just for like you know Kevin Knight going through all the top guys because he's faced like almost everyone so far except John Moxley. I think. I don't think they wrestled in C2. I think they were in different brackets.
Yeah, they were in different leagues.
Yeah, pretty sure. So I wouldn't mind that. That'll be a first time match eventually if they do that. I don't want Jericho to be involved with Kevin Knight at all. I really truly
Definitely.
don't. I don't want that at all.
I mean, I could as long as if he's putting him over, I think I would be okay with that. But
I don't know how that would
I think
look
yeah, I
past
think
like a week or two
mm,
or like a one pay-per-view cycle build. I
oh,
don't.
I wouldn't even say I would say on a fucking collision.
Yeah, true.
I would not want to because I
Yeah,
don't. I think I think Kevin Knight would have to compromise his style too much to have Jericho keep up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, just like Ricochet
Uh,
did. Like Ricochet had to slow down his pace to match Jericho's pace at from Dynasty. Even though they had a good
yeah,
match, they had a pretty good match at Dynasty. It was still like not a Ricochet type match. It was a Jericho type match. So
yeah.
and yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to speak that into existence. But I don't know what Jericho does after this. I don't know what Kevin Knight does. Besides just put on great matches and great performances against other top guys. I think him and Speedball are probably gonna face each other soon for the TNT title, if not
You you think
eventually.
it's gonna be like a turn kind of thing, or
I don't want
we're
it to
still friends?
be,
Okay. Yeah.
but Swerve was in Kevin Knight's ear some months ago. I think it was either before or after or during the C2 or after the C2. They were in like some backstage segments every once in a while, and Swerve was like he's trying to give Kevin Knight some tips. And Kevin,
Yeah. I mean,
they haven't done it since like I think before Revolution, but it's something that they're gonna probably end up doing eventually. Swerve and Knight.
I I I don't. I can't see Kevin. I think Kevin Knight, even if he were to go heel, I think his moveset's so babyface. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
is.
Like I feel like I can't see him getting booed.
I don't want him to, not yet.
Yeah.
I think he could be a very cocky wrestler. He could turn that up a lot, but his moveset, yeah, it's very babyface inspired. I haven't really seen too much like he's not very heelish at all. Besides his like attitude, because he's very like um he's very charismatic. So it's like though his movements are very like he can be a heel if he wants to, but in the ring, it'll be it'll be hard to boo him,
Yeah.
unless he's doing like heel tactics. Because he did low blow MJF last week,
Yeah.
so he could definitely do something. But the thing is, with his character, I think it'll cut him off at the legs right now because he's at the height of his
Yeah.
popularity, or he's getting higher and higher popularity wise, and people are getting more behind him more and more, and I guess we'll see. I don't want it to be a heel turn. I can see Speedball turning because Speedball he hasn't gotten many chances as Kevin Knight.
Yeah.
Kevin Knight has
I,
been
I, was,
given a lot of chances.
I was gonna say I feel like they kind of. I don't know. I feel like them not winning the tag titles
Mm,
kind of hurt Jet Speed. But I was telling you last night, I think they're way better singles wrestlers
yeah,
than they are
for sure.
tag team wrestlers. I
Yeah,
think the C2 is like a coming out party for them.
yeah, it
But
definitely was. I'm glad they both
um,
were in it.
I think because like the pivot of not having Kyle and now having they like the put it on Kevin was not like or not plans, I guess.
Hmm.
And I don't know, I feel like they kind of lost the spot for Speedball.
Yeah,
Like
because
Speed,
Speedball
like
hasn't been doing much.
yeah, he had the match against AR Fox. AR Fox came out on Collision, no reaction.
Oh, that
That
sucks.
was crazy.
It's because he hasn't been seen in a long time. That's
Yeah, that crowd
most
was
likely why.
quiet.
And they were in South. Oh yeah, they were South Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah, that crowd was dead. And then he had that jobber match tonight,
Mm,
and I'm like, how are you? Like, he's not who I don't want to say AR Fox is a jobber match, but he's not like he could what he's doing. He could give a lot more, and that's
uh-huh.
sad to say in the company he works for.
Hmm.
Like, he shouldn't be in that position of he's not reaching his full potential yet,
Yeah.
and he's been there for a year. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah. Speedball.
And he's put on good matches,
Yeah.
but not
He
like
hasn't
it's not like
had.
an every thing.
Yeah, he hasn't had much to do outside of like the random match here and there. Be outside of the C2. And he had
He'd be
he actually yeah he was in a little thing with Fletcher too. So I think either the plan was probably for Speedball to beat Kyle or most likely Kevin to beat Kyle for the title to TNT title, and then most likely they're gonna probably run Speedball and Knight for the TNT title eventually.
that would be a good triple threat.
Yeah,
Fletcher, Knight, and Speedball.
yeah. AW doesn't really do like three ways that much. Um, they do sometimes like it's most like right here at the match card. This all singles matches and tag
Yeah,
matches. Like they should run more three ways and four ways and stuff on TV instead of pay per view. Um,
Yeah.
like what is it called? They could have had, instead of being a four-way for the world title, for the women's world title at the pay-per-view, it could have been Jamie versus Sheeta versus Statlander in a three-way on this week's Dynamite to face Tekla. And then I
Yeah.
don't know who would have won because they she's beaten all of them except Sheeta so far. So
Yeah. I don't know. We'll talk about it next time.
yeah, yeah,
Tekla.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Cause
yeah, I forgot you wanted to talk about
yeah.
it, but she didn't
Talk
have
about Tekla
anything on the
next time.
show, so.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't. She's not even in a match this coming week. I mean, she probably will be. They probably will announce a match or
I
something.
mean, probably Double or Nothing. We'll
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
get to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably, yeah,
Talk about that. You want to get back to Mark Davis
yeah,
and
yeah,
we'll
yeah,
close it out?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we just went off.
Yeah. We're good.
Um, well, we mostly covered it.
Oh.
Davis is pretty much uh, not continental, national champion. He's worked really hard for it. Jack Perry is gonna do.
Oh, that.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say that match was crazy.
It was.
Yeah, like the fucking Hurricane Rana spots, the
Mhm,
him getting thrown, and the
mhm.
fucking post. I think Mark Davis really has come into his own like style. I guess like
Yeah.
he's very fuck. Yo, him versus Takesha
Mm.
would go crazy.
I hope that does happen.
I would love that.
I don't know if it'll happen now because they might both be champions by the end of Double or Nothing, but and they don't AW never really runs champion versus champion. But if Takeshita is still like if Callis turns on Takeshita and they have a Takeshita has to run through the Don Callis family, I'm sure that match will happen for sure.
Yeah,
That'll be a really good match. But yeah, Davis works really well against smaller wrestlers. He works well with anyone, but like I like his
yeah.
matches against the smaller wrestlers, like Jack, because he gets to throw him around and be like just a big hoss, just being nasty and just being gritty and just throwing people around all over the place. Which is a big thing
I
that I wish Doyle didn't get hurt because I loved that what they were doing before Doyle got hurt. So
honestly, I feel like fucking. I was thinking about this before when we were talking about Speedball.
uh,
Him versus Darby would be a good match, but fucking Mark Davis versus Darby would go crazy.
I know I'm
Yeah,
surprised they didn't do that, but I'm sure it will happen eventually, even
yeah.
without the title. It'll probably happen. But yeah, Davis is moving up the Don Callis family ladder. Jack Perry is gonna be in Stadium Stampede with what's his name, Mark
Kenny.
Davis.
Yeah.
They were putting that match along with other Don Callis family members to be determined. Kenny unfortunately in that match too with Jericho, and unfortunately, I don't want to be
Were you,
reminded of Golden Jets. That was their tag
were
team
you
before Kenny got diverticulitis. So
were you expecting the I was expecting Jack to win. I was very surprised Mark Davis won.
um
But I think
I'm glad Mark Davis won because I don't know who
yeah,
else would have faced Jack Perry after Mark Davis, and it's good to have that title be like like a short reign title.
yeah,
Kevin Knight has been TNT champion for like a month or so since
mm,
Dynasty. When he win it?
yeah,
Yeah,
Dynasty.
okay, since Dynasty, it's been about almost a month. The TNT title is supposed to be that like a short burst title,
Yeah.
but the national championship can fill that role, and
I
and
just
uh-huh.
I feel like with the national champion, I feel like it just they once it gets going, I feel like it ends. Like I feel
Yeah,
like Jack Perry just started going. I feel like Ricochet had just started going.
yeah, like we talked
And
about I think earlier, Jack Perry doing his Jurassic Express bus gimmick vignettes. Those were really cool, just to see him
I hope
like going
they.
from town to town and city to city. uh I'm sure they're gonna do
I,
that for Double or Nothing. All the elite are gonna come out of that bus, and most likely
yeah,
that's gonna happen. But
I like the the where you had the knives with the pictures of
Oh
the
yeah.
wrestlers. I thought that was such a cool idea. I wanted to see that fleshed
Yeah,
out.
that was really creative.
Yeah,
I'm sure we haven't seen the last of it. Hopefully, since he's not champion, they don't just scrap the idea because it's really cool. Like Davis could be on there now with the title, and then he'll be like revenge. It'll be like revenge
yeah.
on like the picture or whatever.
Oh, that would be so cool if he fucking they had a vignette where he like hijacks a bus or something and they just take it back.
who Davis?
Yeah, Don Callis like steals the bus
Oh.
and they start they start cutting promos in the bus.
Yeah, that could happen too. Because that thing, if that's the same bus, that was a scapegoat bus. Uh, they can just put like spray paint it like Don Callis family on it or whatever.
Yeah, I I'll say this before we're done, but
uh,
I I feel so guilty for liking Jack Perry
for
because the
liking
fucking
him.
CM Punk. Yes, the
Oh,
CM Punk situation. I'm like CM Punk's my favorite wrestler, and I'm like I when Jack Perry was in the C2, I was like I don't think I'm allowed to like this. This feels wrong, but
yeah.
like he's got it. Like that's what I'm saying. That's why I think like for him to get over with me, I think it's crazy. Like I don't
Uh-huh.
want to say I don't have animosity to him because of what happened. That's
Well,
always in like my head. I
well,
just don't like the.
the thing is, he didn't even do anything wrong, really.
Oh,
He just like us from the video that they showed. Perry was just like, cause it was after the Hook match when cause it was some whole thing that Punk blew out of
yeah.
proportion, and Punk is a
I
hothead.
definitely I definitely think I don't want to say Jack Perry was right, but I understand where he was coming from.
Yeah,
I think CM Punk in that situation in Jack Perry's shoes would have been like I think anybody would have been saying the fucking
yeah,
like want to do that glass spot,
yeah,
especially in AEW
mm,
in Jack Perry's shoes, just because
yeah,
CM Punk is old and doesn't want to do anything crazy.
yeah.
Doesn't
Like
mean yeah,
yeah. It was a whole thing. But yeah, he's come a long way since then. Jack Perry. He's back to being a lovable babyface. Having great matches week to week or however many times he wrestles a week. Um,
no, I'm happy they didn't let that define him either.
yeah, true. It almost
Yeah,
did
like
with the scapegoat
yeah,
thing, but
they could have kept him off TV and shit.
yeah,
They
they did
it
for a little bit, but they brought him back.
yeah it,
Excuse me.
it took AEW such a long time to recover from that.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, like what you're saying, where
The
it's
uh
not about the wrestling.
yeah.
That was a big part of AEW where it was about,
Yeah,
and
it was
it was
like a black
AEW that
stain.
dragged it out
Yeah.
a little longer
Hmm.
with the FTR feud or whatever. But that was
Yeah.
I'm happy they got out of that.
Yeah. No, they definitely recovered from that. It was a black stain on the product for a while. It was public perception was not there. Besides with
Yeah,
the people who kept up with them week to week. But yeah, they're very much a different company. Tony Khan is a lot different from when he was before. I don't think he would ever. I don't think he would do this. The current Tony Khan. I don't think he would do that. I don't think he would
yeah,
okay something like that anymore. That was just something that he probably felt he needed to do at the time, but it is what it is.
yeah,
At least we all saw what happened.
yeah.
Because from the stories when people of when it came out, it was like a bunch of different type of situations,
I
and
I don't think we're ever gonna know like what 100% happened
yeah,
either because everyone like signed NDAs and shit. I don't think
especially
it's
yeah,
like
especially with the Bucks and them. I don't think we ever will ever know that with the Bucks and
yeah,
like when the original thing happened at All Out 2022, yeah, or whenever that was 2022,
yeah.
yeah.
That I think that was so. I wasn't. I think I wasn't into. I don't even think I had started watching wrestling again, but I had heard
Mm,
about that,
mm.
and I was like, that is fucking crazy. You're gonna shit talk your coworkers in front of your
I know that
boss.
was watching it
That was
live.
wild.
Yeah, watching it live, that was like I was like, what is going on here? Because the
Yeah,
scrums at the time, the post pay per view press conferences, they were like they were in character. So like all the
yeah,
wrestlers would come out and they would speak in character, and Mostly in character. Some of it would be like legitimate and like answering the questions or whatever. But Punk had like a chip on his shoulder, and he had something to say for some reason. And I guess he like since he was a champion, he felt like he could, and then that was like taken away from him like immediately. And I was like, all right.
What I think it might have been MJF that he was on a scrum, or it was maybe someone in WWE
uh
where he's like, I'm young, I love my coworkers, and I love my job. Like that was the first
Probably,
thing he said.
probably. I think that was him. But
That's
yeah,
funny.
we can wrap this up now. We talked about basically everything, pretty sure, for the past week. We didn't even talk about Jamie versus Sky. I just noticed.
Well,
But
Scott should have went over.
I think she's on her way up. I don't know if they're gonna
Yeah,
be still doing the Sisters of Sin tag team. I don't know if Julie is hurt or not because she hasn't wrestled in some weeks. Um,
I'm not big on the Brawling Birds. I think they're okay.
I like them because they haven't like they only wrestle the jobbers for the most part.
Yeah,
That's the
true.
one thing. And they don't have any like story direction besides with toxic. Oh my gosh, I was about to say toxic
Triangle
attraction,
Madness.
triangle of madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have like anything going because they're trying to keep them away from Divine Dominion. And honestly, Jamie obviously is she's a former world champion, so she's gonna
Yeah.
be she's always gonna have like that over Sky and over like someone else and be put in the world title match, especially because I guess they don't have a direction for Tekla anymore. They had her go through everybody, and there's not many people left, so
Yeah.
they may end up switching the belt off of Tekla, even though personally I love Tekla and I don't want her to not have the championship anymore. But I don't know. I guess they can give it back to Chris, and then Chris can do something with it. I don't know, but
All I'm saying is it's gonna be in her backyard. I'm gonna be there, so she has to win. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna be like, Tony, make it happen.
oh yeah, man. But yeah, not much else to talk about. This week, Dynamite. Not too many matches have been announced. Darby versus Takeshita is the big one. You'll be there, so
Yeah,
you're gonna
Will
have.
and
Oh
Ace
yeah,
Austin.
you get a Will
Yeah.
Osprey match, so that's great.
Yeah.
You get two since you're gonna be at Double or Nothing. So, well, who's he wrestling at
I
Double
don't,
or Nothing?
I don't probably his fucking neck. I don't know. Probably a doctor or something.
He doesn't have a match. I just realized.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't think he faces Moxley again. I don't think that's gonna happen.
No.
Oh,
Well,
I
I
think he's
mean,
fighting Joe. I think he's fighting Joe.
yeah,
I think so.
because they had that promo. That
Uh-huh.
was, I think,
Yeah, we didn't
I
even
don't want
talk
to say
about that.
dumb.
That was on Dynamite.
Yeah, I don't think that was dumb, but kind of pointless, I guess.
What?
But I feel like the ops should have been doing a little more when Joe was hurt.
I hate the
I feel like
Ops.
they're stuck.
They're my least
I feel like
favorite.
they're stuck as well.
They're my least favorite faction. I didn't like what they were doing originally with all the ops. What are they called? The ops dojo. I hated that. That was
Yeah.
so
Oh,
bad.
I think that's dumb.
That was
I
so
I
bad.
it reminds me of like the security guards in
Yeah,
WWE.
that's basically what they
Yeah,
were.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, the yeah Hook didn't do anything, and Joe didn't even care that he only recruited one person since he was gone, barely. He
yeah,
didn't even recruit him. Joe recruited him, so
yeah.
Hook
But
was just
like
like waiting.
I I don't know. I feel like they're not trying with it. That I Anthony Bowen, like the whole Anthony Bowen thing, they could be doing a lot more with.
Yeah, definitely. He could be a challenge. Well, he's a technically a heel now because the Ops are a heel faction, but he could have faced Jack Perry for the national title. I wouldn't have mind that. Or he can
Yeah,
face Kevin Knight for the TNT title now since he's a heel. So
yeah,
well, there's options. Hook, I don't want to see him doing anything. To be honest, I don't want to see him. Him and Kevin Knight didn't even have like that good of a match at on Collision last week. So yeah,
no,
he's very
I don't
limited.
remember when he turned on when he joined the ops. Though I remember like fucking Eddie Kingston was fucking besides himself. He was freaking out. That was I like that feud. That was cool.
Yeah,
But I think Eddie Kingston made that feud.
Yeah.
They didn't take him off Ring of Honor.
I don't know what Eddie wants to do. I think he's content where he is. I don't think he feels like
Yeah,
he's important enough to be anything anymore because he fought Joe for the world title, and then
yeah.
he just went back to Ring of Honor, or he was doing the tag team stuff with Ortiz and stuff. But yeah, I want to see a resurgence of Eddie because he's really good, a really good talker. Uh,
Yeah,
he's a really good like a fiery baby face. But I don't know. Ever since he came back from injury, he's been less than what he was before. So I don't know if he has the
but
heart or what yet anymore. But I'm sure it's down there still.
I definitely feel like for public like perception too, I feel like the he's like a promo guy, and I
Yeah.
feel like not like I don't I feel like for other people that's very important.
Hmm.
Like I feel like the way they build MJF feuds, where it's more promos, I feel like they could have Eddie Kingston kind of fill that space as well.
True. They could. But I don't know. There's only so much TV time anymore, and they barely got enough TV time for the people they got. So, so it's like
Yeah,
if Eddie isn't involved in any like build to anything, it's like where do they put him? I guess
yeah,
Collision can always use some good like promos because there isn't really anything promo heavy on Collision ever. It's usually just match, match,
yeah.
match. Um, I don't know. Oh man,
You want to call it here?
yeah, we can go right here.
Okay.
Yeah, this has been a really good first podcast for Jay Ariel and Chaotic Berserker.
Yeah, not you
Um,
messing on my name.
oh my gosh. But wait, but yeah, Berserker. Yeah, okay. I was like, wait, am I saying it right? Because
No, you good.
Berserker is Berserker. Okay.
Yeah, that one's it's pronounced Berserk.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's still this is our first things. This is our first podcast, so it'll be we gotta work out some stuff. Obviously,
Yeah,
we had
subject to
like
change.
huh
That's the subject to
yeah,
change.
subject to change. Title pending. What is it called? We had like 30 minutes of audio that was that we had to redo earlier. So this was like basically a 3 hour podcast. But yeah, we're gonna be doing weekly podcasts. So I guess we're gonna be covering both Dynamite and Collision, or next week.
Next, we'll see,
Yeah, we'll see.
because we'll see. Yeah,
Because if
my preference
anything,
is Dynamite.
if anything, it'll just be Dynamite, and then the week after it'll be that Collision and then Dynamite.
Yeah,
That'll
that
probably be
might be.
better.
Yeah, because this ran on for a while too. I was like an hour, to be honest.
Sorry.
No, no,
Yeah,
it's cool.
it was yeah. We started pretty early too, so
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That honestly, I think that might be worth it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, if
yeah.
you could
So
kind of cut it a little shorter.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, Dynamite will just be next week. We'll cover Dynamite. Yes, because it was a 3 hour show plus the
Yeah,
collision today, so it was gonna be
yeah,
a little longer anyway. Um, and we just veered off. But so that next week just Dynamite. That'll be whenever we record it, and I'll post it on my YouTube. I'll be posting this on my YouTube, and then next week it'll be Saturday Collision, and then Wednesday Dynamite. We'll be talking, and then that's gonna be probably the how we're gonna do it from now on, and then Double or Nothing when we get to that. So yeah, anything you got to say, man?
no, no sir.
All right. We appreciate y'all for checking out the podcast. Definitely we'll be back for more. And I hope y'all have a great time and watch more AEW. Pay attention to AEW. AEW is great. See y'all later.